We might be live on YouTube
We
now.
might be live on YouTube, undecided.
Yo, Ames sent a heart me to go popular. Thank you, Ames.
Woo! Yeah, we are. We're good.
It's gonna take me a while to get used to. I understand. It's gonna take us a little while too.
Yeah. There's so much more we can do though. But yeah, we're gonna bring the board back. It's just we didn't.
Most likely, or some sort of replacement. We'll do something. We'll do something.
We want to make sure
still
our
figuring it out.
Patreons are still behind us there. You know, comforting us.
Excited for this? Me too. Me too. Love to see your stream grow and develop. Thank you, Alex.
It's because of you guys. It's because of you guys we can do this.
Yes. Things are going to get more advanced and fun. I'm going to incorporate those lights into some of the graphics we do. General better setups for things.
So much room for activity. Look at this. Whee!
I know.
Oh, shit. Sorry, my bad.
No room for activities.
No room for
You'll kill me. Yo, Maureen sent a heart me, and Leah sent a you're awesome. Thank you.
Board Ghost is out of a job now. Cade, I assure you.
It is just the opposite.
You think this is just some fancy computers doing this? It's possessed ghost energy that's making all this run.
Okay. We'll talk about this after stream.
Bang, bang.
But yes, we're gonna be doing some Wavelength today. I don't have digital code names set up over here. We could do physical code names. That could be possible. But I built a setup. Oh, Jesus.
Everything's dying. Everything's exploding.
Okay.
There's going to be a lot of growing pains on our first stream over here.
Yeah. Hey, Board Ghost, that issue when I hovered over a tab that we spent a lot of time figuring out yesterday, that just happened on yours setup.
It's huge.
Yep.
We don't stream that often.
Okay.
This is code.
Still, okay, we lose stuff when that happens.
It's hot in UK heat wave.
Like,
Oh!
Windows open, so I need to
Okay.
use that.
Yes, it's a new setup, so hopefully the goal is that we won't have to pick up the board and hold it to camera anymore. Instead,
Hey!
we can just see it.
Look at
Wow. And, you know, you kind of lose the top-down effect. But for this game, this is a vertical game to begin with.
Mitch says something is different. I can't place it. Mitch, you're crazy. This is the same setup we have always had. It's the same setup we have always done.
It's hot UK in a heat wave. Ooh,
Oh, I
sorry to hear.
Can I get a hi? What's up? How's it going?
Howdy. Let's see. But I guess we might as well jump into things since we're starting a little late. Yo, Marine sent 100 Scarabs. Aim sent a Scarab. Thank you so much. Casting a Pharaoh's Curse upon the Scroll's enemies. Thank you.
Curse.
Mark, did you do something different with your hair? Kinda. It's wet. I showered this morning, and my hair takes forever to dry. It is absurd how long it takes my hair to dry. It's like 12:30 where we are now. I showered at 9:30. It's been 3 hours.
What the heck?
So yeah, it's still a little bit damp, and there's a little bit of product in it. I also shampooed and conditioned. I usually just do one or the other, but who shot the board with a giant arrow? That's just how it's gonna be from now on. Hopefully we can have a little more clarity with the board now.
A little more clarity, a little more action going on. Going crazy.
Where's the board's boss bar? When are you starting? We're gonna start right now. We are going to do first card. I think this is gonna be a new animation as well for the cards coming in. Nope, never mind. It shot the bed. Let's see. Can I get it to go again? Oh, it's doing a thing that I hate. I'm gonna fix it real quick. Hold on. I know the issue, know how to fix it, just takes a moment. All right, hold, everyone. Hold. Let's try again. Nope. Okay, there we go, it's doing something. Oh, no, why is it doing that?
Oh.
So it does the animation out, but it doesn't do the animation in. And it's most likely because this setup hates me. Let's see if I can trick it into working.
No, Mark, I think what it is it's so...
There we go.
Hey!
Okay, it's a new card flipping in. Wow.
I was gonna say, it's so loud and proud of itself, it just, bam, I'm here now, but then it's a little shy when it leaves. It turns a little side.
yeah,
It's like, I gotta get out of here. He's a little shy.
I feel like I'm in the wheel. Get in the wheel. That is the goal, to get you all in the wheel. Corey, you're gonna do the first spin of the day. It's gonna be bad TV show, good TV show.
I get to do the first spin of the day and the first spin at the new setup.
Yes, and hopefully our next card might be one of the custom ones. It's gonna show up the new animation for that too.
You've done too much, Mark. You're spoiling them.
Done so much that there's so much more to do.
The eternal treadmill of life, baby! Why do we switch sides? I feel backwards. This is where we've always sat.
Yeah.
It's how it's always been. And Chad, if anyone ever says otherwise, they're crazy.
So,
You're the sane one.
Yeah, Chad, I have a dirty secret, which is at the old setup, we were mirrored. That's why it looked like we were on opposite sides. Mm-hmm. And Corey and all of our guests and myself were really good at writing text backwards, so it'd show up on the mirrored platform.
It's true. I've gotten really good at it. My handwriting's going to get even better now that I don't have to do it backwards.
Yeah, it's going to be impressive.
Mandela effect, don't you gaslight me? I'm not. Chat, you understand. You're on our side, right? This is how it's always been. Chat, this is where the board is. Bad TV show. Oh God, bad TV show. Good TV show. Oh, that is where the blue floor is. Wait, it's kind of weird now because the hand cuts off. I have to like actually point with my hand. However, will we keep track of score with no board?
The handheld whiteboards. It was my plan for today.
Oh no! All right. You can open your eyes. You can look. Let's see what we got. I am going to say off rip.
I see some interesting ones coming already. I won't bias myself by looking.
There are some ones that I don't know if I can say to you.
Holy moly, Mel sent a heart me. AIM sent 157 scarabs. Thank you so much.
Let's hit it with Suits.
Suits?
Suits.
Okay. Suits is classic television. Oh, not used to the new mirror at all this. Suits is classic television. I think it's a really good show. It's not Breaking Bad. It's not Better Call Saul. It's not, you know, the anime nonsense I watch.
As long as you're calling it nonsense.
But I think it stands the test of time. I heard it had some slow seasons, but in general, I think it's pretty good. Pretty compelling show. I'll put it there.
All right. Now let's go with.
Now we got to crowdfund manicures for you all. That is going to be the next step. I guess we can see my fingernails now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna get. Chat. Listen. I'm just gonna have to do the board like this. I can't show off my nails. Chat's gonna roast the shit out of me. All right, let's go. Game of Thrones all season for number 2 and 3.
Game of Thrones all seasons. So notably, I refused to watch the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones. I stopped watching.
You left me on my own. Me, you, and BoardGos sat through and watched all of Game of Thrones together except for like the last 2 seasons because you guys just refused to watch it with me anymore.
Yeah, well, that is partially, it's not fully out of, I'm protesting how bad the show is. I just don't like finishing shows.
That is true.
I really don't like finishing shows.
It's one of your worst qualities.
Thank you. That means a lot if that's my worst.
It is.
So, Season 8 gets a lot of hate. I don't think it's the worst in the world, and the rest of the show is really good. I think it'll take me up that much just for Season 8 existing.
All right.
Setup has changed. I don't like it. Oh, sorry, Dad left. Hopefully you'll get used to it. It's fun. It's going to allow us to do top-down games, so it's going to open us up to a lot of more stuff. Eventually, we're going to incorporate like these lights into it, and hopefully you get used to it.
I understand people are adverse to change. I get that. I'm understanding. I'm sympathetic of you. But I promise you, this is for your benefit.
I watched the first season backwards by accident. Hated it. Never watched it since. Molly, what does that mean? What do you mean you watched it backwards?
That's insane, based off how the end of the first season of Game of Thrones goes. To have that be what you start with, and then back it up from there. But the last one I'm going to give you, the last clue I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Love Island.
Love Island?
Love Island!
That's the reality show, right?
That's a reality show.
Okay. suppose I can try to get behind it. Thank you, Deadlift. Appreciate your patience. Love Island. I don't think I've seen that one, but I've heard a lot of discourse about it, and I think that's a so bad it's good show. I think it is good TV, but god damn do you feel bad watching it.
It's true.
It's like, this is trash.
It's like having a little dessert.
Like having a little dessert.
You feel good for the 30 minutes that it's on, but afterwards,
Other shows very good though. I'm gonna lock in right here. First placement in the new setup. This score determines the rest of this setup forever. Season 2.
Don't put that much evil on this. Do you know how many things can go wrong at this new setup?
I mean, if this goes wrong, we're just back to the old table.
No, God, please, please. Bad TV show, good TV show. All of Game of Thrones, Suits, Love Island.
Let's see it. Woo! Thank goodness on the target.
And just like the BOARDGAMES motto, that's good.
Motto. Boardgamers, we have an
That's
issue.
my motto.
Oh.
Audio.
Okay. Okay.
Board Ghost is fixing the audio on the new setup.
Yeah, Love Island saved me there. I was a little bit too forgiving of Game of Thrones. That is a score of 2. Very nice. Oh, I like how you can see the score coming in up at the top of the screen there.
2.
Whoa.
Maybe if I just stay like this the entire time.
But let's see. I want to show off the animation for the new custom card. So let's put this one away. All right, we'll go with the classic. This is one of the customs. Frog person, rat person. Custom card from Molly. Notably,
Why would you do this to yourself?
a controversial card when I play it. Now, are we playing this card as French person, New York person, or someone who resembles a frog or resembles a rat?
I feel like the French person, New York person is fucked up of you to say.
What do you mean?
I feel like that's like, I don't know how. That's gotta be racist.
What? Making fun of the French and New Yorkers? They're fair game.
They will kill us.
They're fair game.
No, we gotta do looks like a frog, looks like a rat.
All right, looks like a frog versus looks like a rat.
got it.
Fair enough. We are down to 6 cards remaining. Let's make it count. It's vibes. I also agree with vibes. Ooh, the new studio. Indeed, Anita. Welcome in.
We can go vibes based as well.
You always need some compression on the mics. Board Ghost is the audio expert.
Got a lot of, yeah.
Board Ghost is currently head down, like locked the fuck in right now. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure like the settings didn't save when we transferred over or something, and Board Ghost has now unfortunately realized the problem he has on his hands.
There's no saving when it comes to this. It's build everything from scratch.
You know, I was trying to, keep the mystique to it.
Let's see. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. We need to give Corey a hint. Frog person, rat person. I think it's vibes. I'm going off vibes based.
Vibes and look, please.
Vibes and looks. Okay, we're getting some interesting ones in here.
You know, it's so funny the frog and rat person thing popularized, because it's such a mean way to just say rounded face or pointed face.
Corey, you may look. Welcome in, Chill Pup. Great to see ya. Okay, frog person, rat person. You know, I like Molly's for the first one. Let's go Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh?
Yes, from Thunderbolts and other things.
Florence Pugh's giving me a little frog vibes. I think I'm more of a rounded face. She's not, how do I say this? As sneaky as a mouse. I think she's just kind of sat on the log like a frog, standing on business. Florence Pugh. So I think it's a little frog place, but I can see the argument, so I'm not going to go too far.
I'm going to have an honorable mention, but I'm going to go for the next one from Squid, Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe is giving me a little more rat vibes than Florence Pugh.
OMG, the new setup. Yes, welcome in, Mystique. Great to see you. Glad you could catch a little bit of screen before work.
Welcome in.
Showing off the new setup. It's very exciting.
Welcome in, welcome in.
New setup is hard. Thank you, thank you. There's no board anymore. We're working on that.
We're working on that. We have some ideas for a solution to it to fix it, but we just wanted to test things out today, get everything working. so we didn't have time to implement the board.
Final hint I will give you. Let's see. Let's go with Kelsey Weasel's Colonel Sanders.
I think that's definitively rat person, but Colonel Sanders is so plump and large, he reminds me of a frog. I think it's definitively rat person. I hate this card. I just realized I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know how to judge someone based off their frog or rat-like personalities.
Vibes, like we said.
Vibes. I think Colonel Sanders is a rat. I'm gonna say it. I think Colonel Sanders is that fucking rat. All
okay.
right? He's been hiding his herbs and spices all this time. That rat bastard. I think he needs to give up the goat so we can all make delicious chicken at home. I think you could find rats in your KFC, allegedly. All right. So I think that checks out. So I think it's slightly on the rat person side because.
Holy moly, Steve sent
vibes.
the first super chat of the new look Wavelength. Let's go. Thank you so much, Steve. The very first. Corey, are you locked in there?
I'm locked in.
This is a tough card. This is a tough card.
Corey,
Oh,
are
Jesus.
you locked in there?
Whoa!
Okay.
This is a tough card.
Gonna hold a moment.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, we're getting some echo.
You're gonna hold a moment?
I can hear myself. Okay, there we go.
It's the new Studio Ghost.
Honorable mention, because I believe if I would have read this one, you would have absolutely dimed it to one of the sides. Michael Phelps.
Oh no!
That is a human amphibian. He has webbed hands like a freak.
That's maxed out frog person.
Yeah, it was.
That's so insanely maxed out frog person.
He might be more closely related to a frog than people.
Oh my god!
But it was just slightly to the frog person side. It was hard. Oh, golly.
Echo. Listen, chat. We're missing the board of this stream, and Board Ghost needs to haunt the studio in other ways, alright? He's trying to adjust to his new environment, like a dog kind of sniffing around, trying to see what's new, okay? He's trying to mess with us in new ways.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a breaking report from Dana. Corey crash out. In half an hour. Happy Friday, folks.
Sure.
All right. Sure. The bet has been placed. Corey crash out, ETA 30 minutes.
No, I think they were saying I've already done it. I've already crashed out on KFC being a rat person.
Okay, that's fair.
You think we'll get another one within the next 30 minutes?
All right, we have 5 cards remaining. Let's make it count. We are going to do for our next one, would read their autobiography, would not read their autobiography. Okay. Inspired by Kelsey Weasel.
Alright. Thomas says the only way to find out problems is to trudge through the war zone of the new setup. Couldn't have said it better myself, Thomas.
Yeah. Was that Thomas on YouTube?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I see the message now. It was lost a little bit.
Let's spin her up. Spin her up.
Just spin her and let her go.
All right. Would not read their autobiography. Would read their autobiography. Let's go. Complicated says, whoa, I like this setup.
Yo, thank you.
They've done a really good job. They've done a fantastic job on this new setup.
And it will continue to improve and get better as we go on. We are in the troubleshooting stages of things right now.
Yeah, Chad, it's a good thing to point out that this is the worst it'll ever look. It'll only get better from here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, I'm seeing some great clues come in. Pepper says, whoa, this is a different layout. I like it. Hell yeah, Pepper. Let's see. I'm seeing some good ones. Oh, I like that one a lot, Molly. I'm going to close up the board. Mark, you can look.
Okay.
Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen, is that Magneto?
Yes.
Okay. I think I would read their autobiography. I think I'm not the most interested in Ian McKellen. I don't obsess over celebrity culture that much. And he's just like classic A-list actor who was a little bit before my time. I may have missed their main impact, but I'd be interested. So I think I'd go here.
Let's go up next from Steve. Tom Cruise.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting, because here's the thing. I don't like Tom Cruise. I don't think he's that good of a person. But that being said, maybe he's given up some secrets of Scientology in that autobiography. Maybe I'm getting a big inside scoop.
Well, inside scoop on what's going down behind closed doors in the Scientology.
I think I'm more likely to read his than Ian McKellen's just because I'm like, he's got some interesting stuff going on. I mean, what's it like to be 5'4"? Give a full insight.
Brother, let me tell you, as somebody who's 5'7" and not too far away from that, I can only imagine it gets worse. Then last but not least, let's go with...
Kate Holmes says, if YouTube chat hits 20 likes, I'll try a PNP.
Oh,
Everyone hop over to YouTube. Go to YouTube right now.
And you know what, say that, like on YouTube, we're also 6 subscribers away from 900 subs on YouTube.
Whoa! That's actually amazing.
It's true. It's true. And last but not least, I'm going to give you Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. Okay. So once again, that is a person I like, but they don't seem all that interesting. Like, I like what they do. I don't watch their PBS show. I didn't watch it back in the day. Painting with Friends, or whatever he called it.
Painting with Friends?
Yeah.
It was notably only ever Bob Ross.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Dude, you missed the time, you missed the goated period in history where Twitch got permission to just air a bunch of Bob Ross shows one after the other, and you would go on Twitch and there would be like 30,000 people watching Bob Ross at one given time in the same Twitch channel, just all talking and watching Bob Ross. That's
amazing.
Take me back.
So, I mean, the thing is, there's that rumor going around that Bob Ross used to be like a hardened military general who's like the cruelest of the cruel, but then once getting out of the military, he changed his ways and became the Bob Ross we know. I think that's a complete lie. I think that was totally made up. If that was true, I'd probably want to check out the autobiography, but I don't think that is, so...
Of Bob Ross being in the war?
Of him being a hardened, cruel general.
Oh. Well, I mean, he got in the war. He was doing war things. He was doing war games. The joy of war.
War games? He did war games?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, I'm not doubting that he was in the war. I was doubting that he was like the cruel on top of things.
Well, he lost a finger in Nam.
All right, I'm locked in here.
All right, you're locked in. We got Bob Ross. We got Ian McKellen. And we got Tom Cruise. Little Scientology secrets for me. Let's see what we got.
Maddie, I have literally no idea what you're talking about. That's a 2. Very nice. I'm so tempted to hold it up to the camera to see closer, but now I have to lean in to make sure that is in fact a 2 and not touching the 3. Very nice. That is a 2, taking us to 4 points.
Let's
Very
go.
Nice.
One more YouTube sub to 900. Squilt says they subbed.
Whoa, holy moly. Thank you so much. Alrighty. What is our next card going to be?
Hey, you're the card guy, man. I don't know.
I know. I have a new setup that makes it a little bit different.
Oh, I gotta remember, we don't have a giant board behind me to write on anymore. At least not today. So I gotta do this.
I've been liking doing the custom cards. You purposely sat on the wrong side, so people will mention it. Glowing Moon Creations, we're not purposefully sat on the wrong side.
We've always sat on this side.
Ignoring Corey's gaslighting, it is a necessity that I sit on this side for this setup because my computer is over here that I'm running the graphics and the stream off of. Here, let me switch over. The Stream Deck, this is what runs everything. This is the cable maxed out. It couldn't reach. It barely reaches me. It couldn't reach where Corey's sitting. So we're over here out of the necessity. Mark, we don't like it. I'm sorry, Big Rooster lover and haver. It happens. But our next card is going to be Invited to Your Wedding, not Invited to Your Wedding, inspired by Dr. Acilier.
Yeah, you do that real quick. Sorry, I just gotta... One second.
For anyone who doesn't know, Sir Ian McKellen is considered to be one of the greatest Shakespearean actors of our time and has helped campaign for many LGBTQ plus rights passed into law. Oh, wow. Okay, I probably would have taken it a little bit further then. That is very cool.
Mark, I'm getting reports. This just in. This just in. Getting reports live. Breaking news just now. Boardgamers on YouTube has just hit 900 subscribers. Holy shit.
Yo, holy moly. Thank you very much. That is absolutely amazing.
BoardGamers on YouTube is only 100 subscribers away from getting the exclusive victory emote in our race to 1,000 versus 10,000 followers on YouTube and TikTok.
Whoa.
Now pump those numbers, TikTok! They're gonna beat you!
So you mean to tell me if YouTube gets 100 more subs, they will unlock an exclusive emote that TikTok doesn't get?
An exclusive emote that TikTok doesn't get, but if TikTok makes it to 10,000 followers before YouTube makes it to 1,000, then they will get an exclusive emote that YouTube will not get.
Whoa, that's wild. Also, I'm sorry I didn't read this before. Ames sent 367 Scarabs. Thank you so much, Ames, helping towards this Scarab goal. We do have the wheel back here. Look how far I have to move to get to the wheel. Look how far I'm going. Wow. That was like a full day's business trip, and then I have to walk on back. We'll do that every time.
Joe, we're just taking advantage of it.
W YouTube.
W YouTube indeed.
Let's see. A sent a heart me, and A sent 2 go populars. Thank you. And 5 Scarabs helping towards the goal. Corey, do you want to spin up that board?
I can. Wait, no, you spin it up. I just gave you the hints.
Oh, yeah.
You guys trying to scam me already, dude?
This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Invited to your wedding, not invited to your wedding. Custom card from Dr. Vasilier.
Bad news for you, Mark.
This is me finding out that you have under 10K on TikTok. I'm shocked. Yeah, we've been trying for a while, but it happens. Big Titty Lover and Haver says crazy upgrade. Wow. Yes, thank you. We've been working on moving over here for a while. It's very exciting. We now have access to a top-down camera, which will open up a lot more possibilities for the games that we're able to play. All right. It doesn't matter where the placement is. We'll get some obligatory mark comments in there. I'm closing it up. Corey, you may look.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't going to read it.
Okay.
But our moderator, Thomas, says Mark.
All right. So, is this invited to my wedding or the Royal Yor?
I was imagining Royal Yor.
The Royal Yor? I think, unfortunately...
Our real-life friend of many years, Thomas, said Mark.
Okay, so unfortunately, here's the thing, Mark. Again, it has been known that you have desperately wanted to attend a wedding, just to cross it off your bucket list for a while now, and have not been invited to a single one in your entire life.
Yes.
Meaning, statistically, you have not been invited to many weddings, unless you're going to be on this side. But I know there's plenty of people in chat that have said that, Mark, when my time comes, you're going to be first on the list. Don't show up, but you'll be on the list, right, to come. So I can't max you out down, but I definitely think I got to use the new board placement here. Whoop, there
Good one from Dora that I like. Brother's new girlfriend.
Brother's new girlfriend. Well, you're inviting your brother to the wedding. You have to. Mom and Dad will be upset if you do not invite your brother to the wedding. And your brother... So here's the thing. Again, I don't think this is maxed out. I think it's ticked far down. You're not going to invite your brother's girlfriend to the wedding, but you are going to tell your brother they can bring a +1. Which is kind of like an invite because you know who they're going to bring to the wedding. So I can't max it out, but I'm keeping it far down for the logic of they're going to be coming. You're just not sending them a literal invite.
Let's see. All right, final one I will give you is going to be... let's see. Go with Gage's. Your stepsister.
Your stepsister?
Stepsister.
You flashbanged me. You stunlocked me. What do you mean you've given me these two and you've given me one that's almost definitely like nearly maxed out on the other side? What do you mean? Because of course your stepsister is invited to your wedding.
Blood has a red Cinderella. They're all like that.
No. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I feel like, unless your parents, like, just got remarried, or they got remarried as an adult.
What do you mean, always? All stepsisters are notably, they follow the playbook of Cinderella.
Every single last one. Like, unless as a step-parent, unless you're talking about step-siblings, like, your parents remarried when you were an adult, and they had kids, and you haven't really met them or talked to them ever. But, like, if you are young, if you are a young child and you have a step-sibling, Listen, I'm an only child with 2 non-divorced parents, so this is kind of a hard thing for me to gauge the feasibility on. So I don't know. Is this more closer to the middle then?
Pretty sure Cinderella invited her stepsisters to a wedding wall, but that was just a flex on them. That was worse than not inviting them.
Corey is giving "Why would a man be there" vibes. That's what I'm saying. Why would they be there? Dude, I don't know. Corey's about to have 50 million people at his wedding law. Yeah, we're gonna party. I'm locked in.
Locked in there. It was myself, stepsister, and your brother's new girlfriend. How'd we do? Let's go.
Hey!
Very nice.
Huge.
It was a desperate ploy to tick Corey up.
I would figured.
4 more likes, YouTube chat. Holy moly, we were 4 likes away from Kate Holmes having to eat a P&P.
Little P&P, little tasty treat. Yum, yum, yum.
I need to log into my personals and like it. Yo, we are at a score of 7. Very nice. 3 cards remaining.
Don't worry, Mark. I have several YouTube accounts.
Okay.
Let me. Well, you know what? I did this one on that. Let me use my work email real quick and just get over here.
You both look shorter. Sorry, Noah. Shrank.
It's more realistic to life now.
Yes. Where's the big whiteboard? We have not incorporated that into the setup yet. It will be incorporated in some way, shape, or form into the setup. But for right now, it's nothing back here.
It's nothing.
Yo, Cheryl sent a heart to go popular. Thank you.
It's a ghost of its former self, you might say.
It is. Alrighty. Our next card is going to be... Let's go with one of the base game ones to show off. Why'd the animation break again? Work this time. There we go. One of the base game cards showing off. Whoa, the cards have correct color now too.
So look at it.
Isn't that impressive? Let me grab some of these cards here to show off. When we play actual Wavelength, or if you play it at home, you'll know that the cards come in a bunch of like different colors. Actually, I'll hold them in front of here. They come in a bunch of different colors, not just the normal ones that we show off. So I went through and I took the effort of actually correctly doing the color placement for every single card in the actual list. So isn't that something?
Hey, the board ghost not here. Has board ghost been made redundant? Chat?
Board Ghost is certainly here.
I'm working really hard over here, guys.
The reason you don't hear him is because it is quite the opposite that has happened to poor board ghost.
All right, I'm not looking. You can spin up the board.
Love you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. Looks great. What do you prefer, Mark? Monopoly or Cluedo? I don't think I've ever played Cluedo, so Monopoly. Have you played Cluedo?
I have not. I'll have to try it.
Ooh. Oh my god, it's so easy for me to see that the 4's not visible now. Let's go.
Wow. You don't have to make a hubbubaloo about it now.
Chat saying, Board Ghost, we love you, man. We appreciate you, Board Ghost.
Love you too, guys. W chat.
Woo. Quiet place, loud place, blue 4. Give it a second. Mark's looking the other way. Cluedo is the UK Clue. Oh, a Britishism, if you will. Clue I've only played a couple times in my life. I think I would still say Monopoly. I would still say Monopoly because Monopoly's got Mario Party vibes to the point where you were going to you can look now, very angrily crash out.
I just wanted to show off. I went through and I found the real card in the game. Whoa, accurate color matching. Accurate color matching. How did he do that? Whoa. Yo. It's like playing at home.
Oh, this is one close to my heart from Uriah.
Okay, all right, I'm going to set this down real quick and you can give me the hint.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse. Which, if people are not familiar, it is essentially a country-themed steakhouse.
Yes.
That plays country music.
Yes.
A lot of it.
That is notably a loud place. I would certainly call Texas Roadhouse a loud place. You have to talk rather loud to hear anyone at the table you're at. Mm-hmm. Conversation's loud, music's loud, country music, and notably, if somebody has the mistake of having a birthday at Texas Roadhouse, they make everybody stop what they're doing, finish what they're chewing, and they give a Texas-sized yeehaw. And that is quite the loud yeehaw that is given. That cinnamon butter. Cinnamon butter's very good.
I had Texas Roadhouse last week.
So this isn't, a volcano exploding. This isn't the Big Bang. This is just a Texas Roadhouse. But when it comes to restaurants, I think it's a notably loud one. I'd go right here.
In a similar vein, Mitch says, I love Texas Roadhouse. Mitch, I do too. It's so good. In a similar vein, Angel says, karaoke at a bar.
Karaoke at a bar. You did that.
We did. I did that on vacation with our friends. Chat, I have learned in my life, after I hit 21, a bar is my own personal hell. I'm very straight edge, so I don't really partake in alcohol, and I hate crowded and loud rooms with people. Which probably shocks absolutely nobody who has watched this stream long enough. I hate crowded rooms, and believe it or not, as somebody who streams, I hate being the center of attention so much. I try to avoid it. So karaoke at a bar, I have realized, is my hell. It is my living hell, and it was a great experience.
What song did you sing?
None. Absolutely none. Everyone kept trying me, but ain't no way I'm
Quiet Place, because Corey didn't open his trap to get singing. All right. Karaoke at a bar. Bars are loud places. I think the karaoke might make it a little bit quieter because people are stopping to hear the person sing. So I think I'd go here, but I may be off base with that. Yo, Maggie sent 7 Scarabs, helping us towards the Scarab goal, and Jameson sent to heart me. Thank you.
Amber Williams says, yeah, super neurotypical vibes. You said it, not me, Amber.
I went clubbing once, never again.
I feel that so much. I feel it in my heart. All right, the last. Close your eyes real quick. Let me get a good vibe check of what we're doing here. All right. Last but not least, I'm gonna. CJ says, "Am I late?" Not too late. We've only been streaming for about 40 minutes, so you still got time. Last one we're gonna go with is. I don't know if you're going to be able to... Sorry, Board Ghost has just corrected me on screen saying 41 minutes. Thank you, Board Ghost. Very cool. What I'm going to give you is... let's do... Let's go with Molly's The Eras Tour, Taylor Swift. I don't think you know what's... Do you know what Smallest Man has played as the rest of her hint? But I'm just going to say the Taylor Swift Eras Tour.
Oh, okay. All right. Eras Tour. That was a big one, I'm pretty sure. That's the one they had the movie for, correct?
Yeah, that was the movie theater employees 9/11. Was the Eras Tour. Never forget.
Yes, they're dancing in circles, throwing popcorns everywhere, sacrificing minimum wage employees.
True. And you know what? Who can blame them? They were just having a good time.
Who can blame them?
Who can blame them?
Ripping those theaters apart. I think that's going to be pretty loud. I think if you go to a concert, especially a very popular concert like Taylor Swift, people are going to be screaming. They're going to be screaming loud. It is going to be gosh darn loud. I wear earplugs to concerts because I'm lame. I'm going to lock in here.
Never been to a concert.
No, that shit's cool because then you can go to more concerts.
That is true. Wear ear protection at concerts, so you can go to more concerts.
Yeah, it goes hard.
But I've never been.
Play the music safely.
I'm locked in.
All right, we got Taylor Swift Eras Tour. We got
Texas Roadhouse and karaoke at the bar.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Oh!
Wow. Almost our first 4, but I think that is going to be a 3.
A 4-less night.
A 4-less night. Wow. All right. 2 cards remaining.
Honorable mention for Nook and Granny. Chicken jock scene during the Minecraft movie.
Okay, new place. Indeed, new setup. New setup is gonna be a lot of fun. We are at a score of 10. As I've been showing off, we now have access to a top-down table view. We can play new games now. It doesn't just have to be Wavelength or Codenames.
We can change it up.
Yeah.
We're not going to tonight. But we can.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we're probably not ready to do it tonight. 2 cards remaining. Here's a fun one we can do next. Bad to bring to the airport, good to bring to the airport. It's basically tickling the 4. You guys are my favorite to watch. I could do this all day. Oh, thank you, Faith Brader. I appreciate that.
Bad thing to bring to the airport.
Good thing to bring to the airport.
No, I was going to say bad thing to bring to the airport. The Costco guys, is they bring the boom.
And you do not want to be bringing that to the airport.
You do not want to be bringing... Of all the places to bring the boom, the airport is probably the worst one.
Bring 5 big booms. The chat aggregator unfortunately kind of cuts off these messages. You can play Codenames with actual cards. We can do that. That is an option today. This right here, Board Ghost, gets in the way of a lot of messages. All right. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look. Okay, let's see. Let's start with, saw 2 people say, let's go with Lottie and Izzy's hint of bottle of water.
Oh, water.
Dr. Soleil said it too.
So, a bottle of water is like it's like a weapon for the TSA agents, right? You can weaponize that. You can turn that into like a gun.
You could.
You could absolutely turn it into a gun on the airplane. So, I think it's 100% a bad, the wrong side, bad thing to bring to the airport because you're gonna have to throw it away anyway.
Ons and Savannah had very similar hints. On says your baby. In similar vein, Savannah says your child.
Okay.
But your baby is the one I'm going with.
So you're going to be forced to throw away the bottle at the airport. They are not going to force you to throw away your baby, even though you probably should. Okay? Babies on planes is the worst thing possible. It's the worst thing possible.
It's like that movie. Babies on planes.
Babies on a plane, yes.
Sick and tired of these motherfucking babies
on these motherfucking planes. And then Samuel L. Jackson went around, started taking out infants. It was very scarring. They had to pull it from cinemas. Yeah.
Note, don't let Corey babysit. Sorry, baby broke, threw it away.
So here's the thing, right? I say that as a joke. But obviously, if you're going on vacation, you have to bring your child. You have to bring your child. You just have to. Full stop, right?
I mean, you put it in the kennel.
So, were you saying water bottle because you mean like you need to drink water? No.
I have a final hint to give you from Chloe. An empty suitcase.
Is this middling? Is this in the middle? Because like an empty you want to bring a suitcase, but an empty suitcase is terrible because where's your luggage? But you need a suitcase. And I guess like you want to bring your child because you need to go on a trip, but also it's miserable. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw that viral TikTok that went around for a while of the flight that got delayed for 3 hours. So the like 10-year-old girl got up and sang for everyone on the plane through the intercom system.
Oh no, it made it worse.
She was trying to be so nice and so sweet, but God, everyone on that plane wanted to game end themselves in Minecraft at that very moment. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's middling. I think you're trying to say middling with empty suitcase, and you're desperately trying to think of anything else that would get me in the middle.
Locked in there?
I'm locked in.
Honorable mention, Nerf gun. Crazy.
No, that's bad.
Oh, there. I'm gonna call that a 4. I'm gonna call that a 4.
Yes!
Very nice. First 4 of the new setup. There's a reason they call him 4-y.
They doesn't call me 4-y, dude.
Very nice. What does that take the score to?
Give me 2. 13, not 14, Mark.
No, not 14. Whoa, why is that the case?
Well, because of cooperative wavelength, when you score a 4, it's actually worth 3 points, and that extra point becomes a new card to extend the round.
Wait, so if I'm getting this right, what you're saying is you would have been at 1 card remaining.
Yes.
But because of this 4, which is worth 3 points, we're instead at 2 cards remaining?
If you phrase it like that, sure.
Very nice. Kelsey Weasel says, my kid's always done pretty good on planes. Bless. I'm glad to hear.
What's up? Your child has not harassed other people.
Yes, that is a sign of good parenting.
Kareen says, new setup? Yeah! We can do so much. We can do so many activities on this setup.
Ooh.
Wow. So many things.
All right. Here's a stupid card. This is just a silly card. I barely understand this card, but we'll do it. Mm-hmm. This is going to be thing you do with an alien versus thing you do with a stranger, inspired by Country Mozart. I missed the scoreboard. We're working on incorporating something into the setup to either replace or bring it in. Just we weren't able to today.
Jay, you ever see a Marvel movie and at the very end, the post-credit scenes, they'll be like, Captain America will return. Mm-hmm. That, but the board.
You're spinning it up this time.
I'll spin it up. This is a fun card. Don't hate. Ames, I absolutely agree. I think this is a fun card. It's just, how did we get here? How did this card come to be?
It's a difficult card. It's not that I'm hating on it. It's just, it's different and difficult.
Lily Ghost says best card. We put it in our rotation. Thing you do with a stranger. Thing you do with an alien. Cue the probing jokes. I just opened the board. You don't know where it's gonna be at yet. You don't know where it's gonna be at.
You guys don't know how often I probe with strangers.
Quite honest. You know, quite a lot. Honestly. All right. Let's go. Let's see. I'm going to close up the board. Wait, you can look now. This is such a good answer from headphones emoji. Bump into and do that dance to get around each other. You know what I'm sorry. It's like, and we can do this now because the new setup where it's like, God.
Yeah, which way am I going?
I'm sorry.
So sorry. Okay, yeah.
That old song and dance.
Yo, Steve sent a super chat, another for the first 4 on the new board. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you. That is Maxed Out Stranger. That is Maxed Out Stranger. If you bump into an alien, you are not doing that little dance. You're going, oh my God, that's an alien.
Oh my God, and this one for Maddie is also phenomenal. This one, saying, let me scooch right past you.
Once again, Max Out Stranger. You do not say that to an alien. You say, whoa, you are from space.
Let me scooch right past you.
Let me scooch right past you. I guess, I don't know, if I'm busy that day, well, average New Yorker might bump into an alien and go, get on my way. I'm walking here.
I'm walking. They do not say that. They do not say that, man. And last but not least, let's go with...
Introduce your cows.
Ooh. Let's go with Fafa Fuhai's Smile Awkwardly.
Ooh, that's interesting. That might tick me up a little bit because if I was in an abduction situation, I think I would be smiling awkwardly to show like, hey, I'm being non-combative here. No need to get out the prods or whatever. I'm cooperating. But everything else you said maxes me out to the stranger side. I'll go with my gut. I'm gonna lock in full stranger. Yo, Countless just became a 2-month subscriber. Thank you so much, Countless. Gaining access to all of our exclusive emotes over on TikTok, such as the Austin Rage emote, or the Corey Rage emote, or even the Codenames Assassin.
Codenames Assassin! Man, there are so many good hints. A couple honorable mentions I'm gonna get. XOXO says, ask where they are from. I really like that one a lot. See, hold on. Oh, what was the other one I really, really liked? It was discussing the defense of an alien invasion.
Let's see how we did. Oh, wow. It's ticked up that much, huh?
Ticked up that much.
I should have considered the Smile Awkwardly one more.
Yeah.
It's just the scooch around them like that. That can't possibly be alien at all.
See, my thinking for that is with that phrasing, with that nomenclature, I feel like it might be an alien saying it, right?
Okay, that's fair.
Or like a white guy from suburbia. One of the two.
Welcome in, me. I have really bad reception on our end because bad weather, but hi. Welcome. Tyler says, like your shirt, Mark. Thank you, Tyler. This is one of my favorite shirts. Score of 15 down to 1 card remaining. Let's make it count. Let's make it count.
And of course, honorable mention, skin! Skin!
Would you skin with a stranger or with an alien?
Well, if we're in some Texas Chainsaw Massacre type beat, it's probably more likely going to be a human. That being said, if there is an offensive alien coming at me, you know, I'll take a new centerpiece.
All right. Our final card is going to be, let me just open the board again. It's going to be fantasy to sci-fi. Fantasy to sci-fi. So this is like Dungeons and Dragons versus Star Trek. This is medieval castles versus spaceships. That's going to be the basis. Or magic versus technology. That's another way you can interpret it.
What's the highest and lowest score you've gotten? The highest we ever got was a 42, which was an insane anomaly that will never happen again. And the lowest score we've ever gotten was, I think, a 4.
Which is not an anomaly, it happens every day.
Which is not an anomaly, and has happened more than once. Yes, thank you.
Let's see. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Fantasy to sci-fi. Fantasy to sci-fi. We need to give Corey a hint. He can put the red dial right onto that blue 4. Okay. All right. Getting some interesting ones coming in. Closing it up. Corey, you may look. Jazz, A, and CJ Barry all said Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
Doctor Who is going to be your first hint.
That's sci-fi.
Steve says it as well over on YouTube.
I mean, that's sci-fi. Or, excuse me. Or mirrored. Sci-fi, absolutely. Every single time, that's sci-fi. Is that maxed out sci-fi? No, they probably got some sort of shit going on.
Holy moly, Nicole Corina just became a 2-month subscriber, and Sierra just became a 2-month subscriber. Thank you, thank you.
Let's go!
Becoming a Meep, joining the Prawn Patrol, and gaining access to all of our exclusive emotes. Thank you so much. Next one I'll give you. Ooh, from Savannah, this is a good one. Black Mirror.
That's like maxed out sci-fi. Where's the dial? There it is. That's like maxed out sci-fi. Now, granted, I have not watched Black Mirror, so maybe there is an entire episode where they go LARPing in the woods and playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it makes it qualify slightly as fantasy. But from everything I know about Black Mirror, that is like the de facto sci-fi show.
Final hint I will give you is going to be, let's see. This is tricky. This is tricky. Let's say, good one from Bjorn. Futurama.
Nice.
Again, that's just sci-fi. That is just straight sci-fi. I have seen all of Futurama. There is no fantasy elements. There is no wizards. There is no dragons. There is just sci-fi goofiness that goes on 24/7. I am locked in.
Ain't that the fella that said Lightyear is the worst movie ever? Damn straight. Damn straight. Let's see how we did. Oh, had to be ticked up. I would disagree. I think there's a few. Doesn't Bender meet God?
He does.
And like I think there's elements of more fantasy style magic and storytelling. Like not strictly medieval castles, but I think the storytelling revolves around more fanciful elements than strictly being about like technology or sci-fi.
I'm hung up on you saying didn't Bender meet God? Because on one hand, I can see how meeting God would be a fantasy trope, but on the other hand, I don't know how to say it other than I feel like the way Futurama did it gives me sci-fi.
I guess that's fair enough. And you haven't seen Black Mirror. I didn't realize you hadn't seen it. The thing about Black Mirror is it's very, very technology focused. But since every episode is a different story in a different time period and could even be in a different kind of like world, they do implement things that I would argue are more fantasy adjacent. Like some of the stories are not as based in technology as others, even
That's
though
fair.
it is heavy sci-fi.
That is fair.
Yo, Candace sent the heart me to go popular. Thank you.
You did give me 2 shows back to back that I had not seen, and then you ended it with Futurama. And to be fair, I haven't seen the new seasons of Futurama. So I know everything you just said was about it being more fantasy, but I don't know. In the new season of Futurama, they could travel back to medieval times for all I know.
That is fair enough. Final score is 17. Wow.
Time for a new round.
Yeah, we're going to a new round, 7 new cards. 17 is going to be the score to beat. I think we can beat it. I think we can do better. But I think it is high time that we check the back of the Wavelength rulebook. Oh, I can hold it up here now. The Wavelength rulebook to see how we did for scoring a 17. The message we get from the creators of Wavelength themselves, our first ever message from the creators at this new setup is going to be, you won! Woo! We got the you won message. You probably can't see it on here. It is between 16 and 18 is the you won message. We scored 17. Very nice. You did it.
I see that pretty well.
Look at that. Oh.
Ah, nice. I think Black Mirror invented a new genre called science, your real life future.
No.
Real life future if you F around and find out.
No, Idiocracy invented that.
They all invented types of it. K8
That's been
sent
around for as long as
17 scarabs. Thank you so much, helping us towards the scarab goal. As a reminder, if we reach the scarab goal, we will be doing a long trek back to this wheel and giving it a spin and doing a fun bonus event. Marching on back.
Let's go.
Yo, MTNT sent a heart me. Thank you, thank you. All right, what is going to be our first card of the new round?
I'm locked in, I'm seeing.
Let's go.
What do we got?
Weak strong.
Whoa!
Weak to strong. You're spinning up the board on this one. Yo, MTNT sent 14 roses. Thank you, thank you.
Board spin.
I eat the PMP on discard. Godspeed, Kate Holmes.
Oh,
You followed through. I salute you for that.
Godspeed! Is Corey gonna give us the deets for tomorrow? Captcha!
Board ghost. Bad timing. Board ghost.
You go get it. You go get it if Peter hasn't got it. The captcha that struck the studio, dude.
I actually don't know how to get to this. Okay.
Is Corey gonna give us the deets for tomorrow? Yes, I got interrupted. So tomorrow is going to be our 12-hour marathon stream that you guys earn from the fundraiser from before. You get your eyes closed. I'm gonna open the board as I yap. It's going to be a 12-hour live stream that we earned for the fundraiser from last time. It is going to start at 12 p.m. noon, lasting to midnight, 12 EST. We are going to be playing Grounded with a catch, small catch. I have a horrible fear of spiders. I'm terrified of them. I hate them. I want to play Grounded too. It comes out in a month. So what we're going to be doing, chat, is if I run away from a spider at any point, we're going to have to spin a forfeit wheel. And I'm going to have to do something like take a shot of hot sauce, throw away all my in-game items, something terrible if I run away from any creepy crawlies.
And I'll be releasing real spiders into Corey's house.
It's true, it's true. It's gonna be terrifying. It's gonna be terrifying. I cannot wait. Also, 2 new characters unlocked on the live. You can look now, by the way. 2 new characters unlocked tomorrow that are going to be joining me for this mayhem.
Yo, Ames sent 253 scarabs. Thank you so much, Ames, helping us towards the scarab goal. First ever scarab goal of the new setup.
Actually, close it real quick. Yeah, let me just go. You can look. Okay, but the spiders are evil. Like, wolf spiders are impossible to beat right away. Yeah, I know. Let's go with. Ooh, Savannah, I like this one. Current Hulk Hogan.
Current Hulk Hogan. He's very old, right? It's like, I'm old, brother.
That's his catchphrase.
He was fighting in the 80s.
He was fighting in the 80s. I don't think I could beat current Hulk Hogan in a fight, but I don't think he's all that strong. I mean, his catchphrase is, I'm old, brother.
I'm old, brother.
He's probably the strongest in the retirement home.
That is true. If you had Hulk Hogan as a grandfather, he could beat up all the other grandfathers. And then
sure.
probably, like, shout some hate speech at them while he does it.
No.
Hey, I mean, that's what he's known for, baby.
Wait, that's his other catchphrase?
That's his other catchphrase.
I'm old, brother, also hate speech.
Yeah, in a way. Let's go with, Taste of unsweetened tea.
Taste of unsweetened tea.
Taste of unsweetened tea.
I mean, that's a little strong. It's bitter. It's not that I can't drink it, but it's, ooh, that's bitter. I don't know. Tea. I'm thinking lemonade.
Yeah.
Tea.
Also, lemonade would be tart and sour.
Okay. F off. First off. Tea, I'm just going to put on the weeks. It depends on the tea. My cousin would have a lot to say about this, but I'm less of an expert. I'll say it's a little bit strong, maybe middling.
All right.
We're so far away now. We are. It's a new setup. It's different.
No. The last one I'm going to give you is...
Yeah, green tea or black tea is a good question.
Unsweetened tea, man. Whatever you would get from a restaurant when you ask for sweet tea or unsweet.
Oh,
like,
restaurant. This isn't tea I'm making myself.
this is unsweetened tea. This is just
Oh.
unsweetened tea.
Okay, I don't order tea at restaurants very often.
This is
I
just
usually make
unsweetened. Ignore the restaurant thing I said. This is just unsweetened tea. Just unsweetened tea.
All right. You see me the last sentence? I'll lock in. All
right, you'll lock in?
MTNT sent 25 scarabs. Thank you. While you're reading the comments, can you see the hints then? No. I mentally block out everything that Corey doesn't say. That's a hint.
Also, I'm gonna be so real. If he reads every single comment, it does not help.
No, it doesn't help.
It does not help.
No.
Last but not least, let's go with toddler.
A desperate ploy to get me on the weak side, I see. I think I could take a toddler in a fight. I think I could probably take two toddlers.
That's not the card, though.
Yeah, it's weak to strong.
On the card, though.
Are we looking at relative body weight to lift strength? Because an ant, compared to me, is weak, but it can lift 40 times its own body weight, probably more. A toddler, I imagine, they're so small, but they're kind of dense. They might have a better lift ratio than I do. But then again, they are Bobby. They are a baby. And
No, they're actually a toddler. Believe it or not, there are separations in the human life cycle. It goes infant, toddler is the next step.
is that at
one
the
above.
level where I can trust them to walk downstairs on their own?
That's got to be a milestone at some point.
Baby's
No.
first walk down the stairs.
Definitively no from Hans. Baby's first walk down the stairs. Baby's first concussion.
Look, I'm training my kids to get down those stairs early. All right. As soon as they're on two legs, they're going down those stairs. We get a lot of no's.
Go on, go on, get. It's like a baby bird getting shoved out of the nest.
Yes, but it's down the stairs.
Now, obviously, of course, we're not monsters. You know, Mom's at the bottom with the baseball mitt and the whole umpire outfit.
Baseball bat.
No, not with the baseball bat. They're ready to catch the child. Darwinism at its finest.
All right. I'm going to lock in here. Sure. I'm old, brother. Hulk Hogan, but old, a Bobby, and tea unsweetened. Wow, okay, pushed it too far.
Too far.
Concerning, they can't get downstairs. I thought they were pretty weak.
Grip strength goes crazy. Also, toddlers, have you ever seen the rage in toddlers? That's some fierceness to them, right? They're gonna destroy everything in your house and home, and you can't stop them.
Toddlers be biting, but
Toddlers be biting.
I mean, having a good bite doesn't necessarily make you strong or weak. It's just like a tool in your arsenal. I don't know. Was that a miss or is that a 2? I'll let you
It's a
decide.
miss.
That is a miss. Alrighty, score of 0. Let's move on to the next one. Let's do...
That's a good point. They can do all that, but you can't fight back.
That's a good point. Acceptable place to scatter ashes, unacceptable place to scatter ashes.
Oh, Lord.
Gotta get going. Can't keep neglecting my job. Be good, fellas. See ya, Thomas. Thank you for being here. Alrighty. Trying to get something out of their hands is crazy. That's fair.
Cool.
Yo, MTNT sent a rose and 20 scarabs, helping us towards the scarab goal. Thank you so much. Alrighty. Let's see. Acceptable place to scatter ashes, unacceptable place to scatter ashes. That 4 that you can see on screen right now is what you're aiming for. How are you feeling today, Mark? Better, hopefully. I am feeling better. Thank you, Sammy. I was feeling rough the past 2 days. It was unfortunate, but I am feeling better now.
Mark called me yesterday from his deathbed, clutching his pearls, saying, Corey, I don't think we can do it tonight. And I said, Mark, it's okay. Do you need anything? Can I help save you in your time of need? He said, I can see the light. I said, no, Mark, don't go towards the light.
You can look, by the way. That is what happens.
It's true. It's a factual reenactment of what the phone call was before I alerted the Discord yesterday.
Let's see. First one I'm going to go for is from Call Me RM, a parking lot.
Parking lot?
Parking lot.
Don't do that. That's a public place. Grandpa's going to get run over a second time. I stay away from parking lot ash spreading, dude. That's crazy. That being said, you know, it's not like a medical place or a place where there's kids, you know, touching things like in Disney World, right? So there's plenty worse public areas you could spread ashes, but you don't want Grandpa to get hit by the Chevrolet a second time, now do you?
Let's see. Next one I will give you is going to be from Jess, beaches, or Faith also said a beach.
Okay, so you just ticked on that thing that I just said previously of it's not too public of a place, and it's not like there's a bunch of things where like kids are getting their hands in and messing with. Kids will 100% be touching the sand. If you're pouring your grandpa in the sand, you know, he's making one with nature. He's expanding the beach by a slight fraction of a percentage, but also
Domain expansion, Grandpa.
Just spreading Grandpa's ashes into the beach, making a slightly taller sand dune. Yeah, man. This is a bad place to do it. Again, I could see people doing it. Yeah, but I could see people doing it. But I don't think you should. I don't think you should.
All right. We're going to go with a wacky one.
Okay.
Or not. I don't know how this is going to do for you, but we're going to go for it. Courtney says, at a wedding.
This is a weird one. You're right. You were right by this. This is weird. Because, like, who am I to say that that is a terrible place to spread the ashes of someone's loved one, right? That's their thing that they're doing. Grief affects people in different ways. Some ways are silly. Mm-hmm. Some ways are also silly. Everyone's a goofy little guy when it comes to grief. It's true. Mm-hmm. I've been saying this. A wedding is crazy, though. That definitely is there's not much that can kill the vibe of a wedding. That one just might. So while I think that's a bad place to do it, also I respect you in your time of grief, in your time of wedding celebrations. Grandpa would have wanted to see me walk down the aisle, I say as I sprinkle out a little Grandpa like the flower girl.
The Ashes girl.
The Ashes girl. We got the flower girl up front, Ashes girl behind. It's an insane situation to be a part of.
Yeah. You see a lot of benefits of that.
I think I'm gonna, for my personal taste.
Yeah, the other ones are parking lot and beaches.
Slightly to the unacceptable side.
All right.
But as far as I'm going.
Are you locked in?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. We got the little Ashes girl going down the aisle. Girl. We got the parking lot, beaches. Ooh, very nice. That is a 2. That is a 2. I did think it was up a little bit more than this, but you had the right train of logic. I think you pushed it a little bit too far on beaches. I think it gets mixed in with the sand. I think it's relatively acceptable. Also, there are not super populated beaches out there.
That's fair. I'm used to the East Coast lifestyle, man. Mm-hmm. That's fair. Yeah, I guess if you're saying one of those unpopulated villages, that would actually be like way on the good side, if not close to maxed out. But when I think of beach, I'm thinking, you know, East Coast crowded beach city, right? Mm-hmm. I'm thinking you can't find a spot to put your umbrella on a hot day type beach.
And, you know, with the wedding, I did like your logic of if you're walking down the aisle and you want to incorporate in, you know, tossing a little grandpa at your wedding venue.
Everybody gets a little piece of grandpa.
It's a private venue. You're allowed to do that. People grieve differently. Notably, the question didn't specify your wedding. Just said a wedding.
I'm sorry, I had too much faith. I had too much faith in the people to not be doing it. Not be a wedding crasher and having grandpa and a confetti gun letting it rip as you're going to wedding.
Grandma's last wedding crash. All right, score of 2. Very nice, very nice. We are down to 5 cards remaining. The score to beat is 17. Mark would think ash throwing is acceptable at wedding events. Listen, I think there are worse things.
Country Mozart says, I'm back for 10 minutes, giving me a good card.
All right, let's do a good one. Let's do a good one. All right, we're gonna get controversial with it. We're gonna get controversial. Not a sandwich, a sandwich.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
This is a high stakes card.
What game is this? This is
Wavelength.
If you need to learn how to play, you can check our channel. There is a pinned video explaining all the rules. Let's see what we got. Not a sandwich, a sandwich. Oh,
I could go for a sandwich right now.
a sandwich, not a
I'm
sandwich.
gonna gargle down a sandwich after stream.
How are you gonna blend it up and then give it a little chug
Put a
along?
lot of mayo on it.
All right, man, that's messed up of you to say.
Sorry.
I'm gonna close the board. You can look. Chat is giving me some interesting ones that I don't know how I feel.
Yo, AIM sent 354 scarabs. Thank you so much, Ames, helping us towards our scarab goal. Going for the first ever spin of the wheel with a new setup. Wow.
All right, Mark, I'm gonna give you this card is just so controversial. I'm gonna give you 3 clues
Okay.
from chat.
All right.
Get a little bit of everybody in here. First one I'm gonna give you, burger.
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 That is a sandwich. Fully, undoubtedly a sandwich, but I tick it up because you don't call it a burger sandwich, you call it a burger.
Sure. All right, the next one I am going to give you is a cheesesteak
A cheesesteak.
from Timothy.
That'll tick me up a little bit more. Because that's a sub, right? It's a cheesesteak sub.
I'm not allowed to answer that question. That's leading.
That's fair.
They'd throw me out in court. Give me
I
the chair.
When it comes to my perception of what is and isn't a sandwich, I, in my own personal mind castle, envision a hot dog being slightly closer to a sandwich than a cheesesteak. Because I think cheesesteak, like it's its own category of things. I have to be going to like a certain place to be having a cheesesteak. I have to be going to a deli that serves subs. Whereas hot dogs, I can just make at home the same way I just make sandwiches at home.
Okay, all right, I can see that logic. That being said, the last one I'm gonna give you, our final clue 3 from chat, Uncrustable.
I was gonna say it, I dare you. Uncrustable, that's a sandwich! That's a sandwich, of course! Because you take 2 Uncrustables, you put some peanut butter and jelly between them, and you get the
That's
triple
sandwich
decker.
squared, dude. That's fucking sandwich squared.
In my mind castle, a Uncrustable is fully 100% a sandwich. But you didn't say an actual sandwich. You didn't say BLT, which you could have said. You didn't say Chicken Club or any of those. You said Uncrustable. So it's not going to be maxed out. It's going to be ticked up a little bit, but these are gosh darn close to a sandwich. And I'm locked in right here. Weirdest Mark logic.
This is a tough one. This is a controversial one. Honorable mention, hot dog.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. Let's
All
see
right.
if we did it. Not a sandwich. We have Uncrustable, burger, cheesesteak.
Grilled cheese is like maxed out sandwich. Yeah, let's go. That's a 4. Very nice. I Mark logicked my way into a 4. What can I say? Whew.
Now, chat, I'm gonna need you to relax for a second because I'm going to add 3 points to the board and not 4 points. As some of you may be expecting, I'm gonna break convention. Mark, why am I doing that?
Well, what's fun is like they can't see what's on your board and you're holding it down, so most people won't catch that you're doing that. But anyway, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Whoa, why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because we scored a 4, and it's only worth 3 points, we instead have 5 cards remaining. Very nice.
Let's go.
Controversial opinion, pizza is just an open-faced sandwich. I think I accept that. I accept that statement.
That makes me feel icky. That makes me feel gross, like I need to take a shower after hearing it. I see the logic. I don't think I can agree with this one.
Also, Synthesis, welcome in. Great to see ya. Hope you had an amazing time at your wedding. I did read the Discord message saying it rained a little bit, but you still had a good time. Very glad it went well and that you can be here today.
All right, what we got next, big dog?
All right, our next card is going to be Nobody does it, everybody does it.
Ooh.
A thinker, if you will.
Sarah with the most absolutely insane take I have ever heard of burger is not a sandwich. I just think based on the literal definition of a sandwich, that is wrong.
This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Nobody does it, not a single person does it, or everybody does it. Every human to ever live have done this thing. Yo, Leo sent a Scarab. Leah rhymes with C, sorry. Lee sent 6 Scarabs.
Proved wrong in real time.
Thank you so much, helping us towards the Scarab goal. Let's see. All right. I am closing it up. Corey, you may look.
I mean, what I'm saying is, like, if we can't reach across the aisle and say a burger is almost a sandwich, how are we placing anything on that board?
Let's go with B greater than 3s, get married. Sorry, it's B less than 3.
I think most people get married. Not everybody. Some people live in that bachelor life. Some people go about it on their own. But I think if you poll most people get married. Unless we're talking about, like, I don't know, indigenous tribes, in which case they probably got another term for it.
Let's see. I got some interesting ones coming in. Okay, let's go fall asleep at work.
I'm gonna tick that up some. Whatever, come on. You're telling me you don't take a cheeky nap on the boss's dime from time to time? I think if you're not taking a cheeky little nap on the boss's dime, you are completely missing an opportunity.
I think it depends on the job.
I mean, this is just like through all of history, through all of your job history. If you've never done this before, come on.
Final one I'm gonna give you from Ons, flies on an airplane.
Ooh, this one's taking me the other direction. I think flying on the airplane, we have this perception that flying on an airplane is like this thing that everybody does. It's like one of the biggest modes of transport in the world. But I think it's like, there is 2 categories of people in the world. Airplane people and not airplane people. And the airplane people will fly an airplane several times a year and fill up them seats. Whereas not airplane people probably haven't left whatever rural town they've lived in for their entire life, you know? So I think this is gonna be more middling if that's the case then. But I don't wanna fully make it middle because I do feel like the first 2 clues you gave do lead me to the everybody does it side. So I'll leave it slightly over there and keep it kind of middling.
Alrighty, locked in slightly to the everybody does it side. Chat's yelling at me. When it comes to these cards, I like to avoid, when it's in dead middle, just saying the gendered hints.
Oh, because let's go.
I feel like that's less fun. I feel like we've done that too many times. But yes, there were many people saying, P standing up, has period, gives birth, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to go the more fun route of, can we get Corey to the middle without going just strictly gendered hints?
Listen, P standing up, right? This is the dark secret as a guy. There are sometimes I'm just too fucking tired. And I'll just make it easy on myself. Sit down, whip out the phone, take an extra 10-15 minutes in the bathroom that I needed. Nobody needs to know. I go on social media, do a little quick scroll, all right?
Everybody can pee standing up, legally.
It's true. Some people have a harder time than others, though, is the problem.
Alrighty, that is a 3. Very nice.
Some people need a little more time for getting out after.
What's our score at? We are at
8.
Very nice. Our next card is going to be a radical one. One that has gotten many death threats thrown at us. This is going to be bad candy, good candy.
We had to put you in witness protection for your answer on one of these one time. People did want to absolutely
They wanted you to tear me limb from limb.
It's true. It's true.
Getting an ear piercing would be good too. That actually would be a good one. Because that is not strictly gendered, and there's a wide variety. That would have been a good hint.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty middling. All right, spinning her up.
We are gonna have to add manicure to the board, or to the wheel.
Manicure?
Yeah, get the nails done for the close-ups.
You're so right. Bad candy, good candy. Oh, here we go. Good candy side, bad candy side. There is your blue for chat. Give us some clues. Give us some clues. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm being taken out. They're already on to me. They can already smell. I'm about to give a terrible hint for this. They're trying to take me out before I can even give a hint. I'm going to close up the board. Mark, you can look. I'm going to go with Reese's. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
That is a damn good candy. I'm still gonna use the mirrored of the board. I'm still gonna use how the board's mirrored. That is a damn good candy. I love a good Reese's. They are absolutely amazing. Peanut butter chocolate, great when separate, but when they combine, they make the morning time epic.
Did you just come with that on the fly?
No, I stole.
Oh. Hey, all great artists steal, so you're
Yes.
good, man. You're good. All right, the next one I'm gonna give you is, go with Scuba Gabe's. Great name. Peach Rings.
Peach rings?
Peach Rings.
Yee. That'll pick me up a little bit. I mean, I think they're good. Are they gummy or are they...
They're gummy.
Okay, they're gummy.
They're gummy.
I think that's a certifiably good gummy, but maybe not the best in the world.
And the last one I am going to give you is...
Can we agree the worst would be circus peanuts or black licorice? 100% on circus peanuts. Black licorice is pretty good. I like it.
I don't stand with this, man. He does not represent me. I will agree with you. I will reach across the aisle and shake your hand on that. The last one I am going to give you is... Let's go with Pink Starburst. The strawberry.
Okay. I'm not a fan of Starbursts. I don't like Starbursts. I think they're good. I think pink is probably the best. It's definitely better than yellow or orange Starburst. I mean, didn't they make a Oops All Pink Starburst just because it was people's favorite?
They did, yeah. There is an Oops All Pink bag out there.
It's still Starburst. I'll take it down a little bit out of my absolute respect and admiration for Reese's Cups. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
Beat 'em up, beat 'em up. Exactly.
I'm locked in. Let's go right here.
You're locked in.
But world opinion, but it's my opinion of the world.
That's true. Marky is a tyrannical dictator when he has the dial. He does not consider other people. He has no empathy.
How am I supposed to know the world opinion of Reese's Cups? I only know my own opinion and
That's
those
true.
around me.
That's why I take 3 from chat and I pick them to give to you because I know what your tastes are and I'm trying to fine tune get us there, all right? This is a very objective, or not objective, it's the exact opposite. This is a very subjective game, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, Pink Starburst, Reese's, Peach Rings. Bad candy, good candy.
Yo!
That's perfect. They
Let's
couldn't get a more
go.
beautiful 4 than that.
That is a
Look at
perfect
it.
4. Amazing. And Slim PK, you are spitting. Good black licorice is good. Twizzler black licorice is bad. That is 100% correct. If your only experience to licorice is through Twizzler, then don't form your opinion fully based off that. Woo! We are at a score of 11 now. Wait, 11? Not 12?
Oh my God.
I thought we were at 8.
Wait, 8 plus 4 is 12, but I'm still gonna write 11.
What the heck's going on around here? Well, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Using that close-up cam there.
There you go. Look at
Instead of being worth 4, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack. Very nice. We would have been at 4 cards remaining, but because of this 4, which is worth 3 points, we are instead at 5 cards remaining. Very nice.
Nice.
Alrighty.
What do we got next? What do we got next?
Can we all agree that warheads are bad? I respect you having that opinion, but I disagree with you. All right.
Warheads are great. I don't know what you're talking about. Warheads are phenomenal.
Our next card is going to be Plot Twist versus Saw It Coming. Yo, Sarah sent to heart me, and AIM sent 329 Scarabs. Holy moly, thank you, so close, getting us ever closer to the Scarab goal, which, as a reminder, if we fill up the Scarab goal, we will be doing, a spin of the wheel for bonus activities such as Spicy Wavelength or Headbands the game. That one's fun.
That's a good one. That's a good time.
Corey, what time UK tomorrow, please?
What time UK? Were they 5 hours ahead of us? 6 hours?
That would be, I think, 5 hours out of us.
5 p.m. 5 p.m. is the answer to your question.
Look at this lovely setup. Thank you, Bridge. This is our first time premiering it. So, plot twist versus saw it coming. I'm spinning up the board for this one.
Yes.
What's tomorrow? Corey is doing a 12-hour live stream tomorrow as a thank you for the donations that we got during the lead up to the vacation stream 2 weeks ago.
It was our final incentive. It was our final stretch goal. If you guys hate it, we were going to do a 12-hour live stream here on the Board Gamers TikTok and on my own personal socials. Blimby is late on YouTube and Twitch. 12 hours, baby.
Mark's stomach at the mention of spicy wavelength. I'm gonna be so for real. It was not the hot sauce that got me. I had like sore throat and coughing, and sore throat is notably bad when doing a live stream. I know the licorice disrespect Corey is giving. I've been downing licorice tea and honey all the past 2 days to make my throat feel better.
I need you to just slow your fucking roll there, buddy. I'm not disrespecting licorice. Cherry, strawberry licorice, phenomenal. I'm disrespecting black licorice specifically.
You may look, by the way. Ooh. Interesting one. I'm gonna go for it first from complicated. The results of an election.
Okay. I think for most elections, I mean, there are entire news channels based on trying to get, like, projections that are accurate of what they think the election results are going to be. Like, that is something you can poll and kind of figure out before the election goes live. Like, you can figure, like, people go door to door in areas of places and kind of, like, gauge who they're going to vote for before the election. So, you can get a pretty good projection that might not always be accurate, but can be pretty confidently give you some advice on who's going to win. That being said, there can always be an upset. There can always be things people did not expect that wind up throwing everything.
Oh, look away again. Placement is right here for those who missed it. Corey, you may look again.
So I think it's definitely saw it coming. It's not maxed out. It's definitely not maxed out. You cannot accurately predict the election.
Let's go with Savannah's reality TV show winner.
That one is going to be ticked up more, like a lot more. Because reality TV show winner, there's not only fan favorites, and when it comes to reality TV, they want to push those fan favorites through to get them to the end, because that's what gets watch time. So you can always expect the fan favorites to wind up in like the final 3, final 4, etc., etc., etc. But kind of once you get there, that's when things get a little more unpredictable, a little more random, and they're just kind of hoping for something big to happen. It doesn't really matter what.
Amber Williams says, out of the loop, was there a long stream soon? Yes, tomorrow! Tomorrow starting at noon Eastern Standard Time or 5 p.m. London time. Corey's doing a 12-hour long stream.
You can always join the Discord to get alerted to these kind of things more often.
And let's see. The final hint I'm going to give you is going to be, let's see, plot twist versus saw it coming. Is it on this channel?
Yes, it's going to be on the Board Gamers TikTok, just because this is where the funds are raised. But it's not going to, we're not playing board games, we're playing actual games. We're playing Grounded with a twist, because Grounded 2 just got announced at Summer Games Fest. So we're going to be playing Grounded. It's going to be on my channel as well on YouTube and Twitch for our horizontal enjoyers. Blimby is Late is the name of my YouTube and Twitch. Blimby is Late.
Okay, let's go. Our final one is going to be from Ons. Objection at a wedding movie.
Is this middling? This is the gambit I think you're going for with this. I think your I don't think this actually, did you say a wedding movie?
Yes.
That changes things.
Objection at a wedding movie. And then the other one is election results and reality TV show winner.
No, this is saw it coming. I was gonna say, if you mean this in general, I think this is your gambit to get in the center, because while, if this was like a real life wedding, this never happens, but it would not be a plot twist if it happened, because you're at a wedding, and you kind of expect it. You're primed by movies and television. That being said, movies and television, if there's a wedding scene, it's almost always gonna have an objection of some kind. It's almost always gonna be, I mean, this is drama. It's like Chekhov's gun. Why would you have a gun in a shot if it's not going to go off later in the movie? Why would you have a wedding scene if it's not to instill drama and have someone object to it, all right? That being said, I won't max it out. Not literally every wedding scene in movies has ever had one, and I'm good there. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Let's see how we did. No, it was in the middle. Now you're right. No, you're right. It was in the middle. Yeah. So I don't think all wedding movies have objections, and I think the thing about a wedding movie having an objection, even if you know, oh, it's a wedding movie, someone's going to object, you don't always know who it's going to be or why. When it comes to election results, I mean, there are some states where you could predict the outcome right now, and there's others that, holy crap, I would never see that coming in a million years.
Yeah.
So it kind of evens out to middle. And then reality show, it's reality show.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I was going, but then you said the wedding one. I'm like, oh, that's like the trope. That's like the trope of wedding movies.
I understand. I won't fault you for that one. All right, let's go. Let's go with the funny, silly one. Let's go with the funny, silly one. This is going to be best getaway vehicle, worst getaway vehicle.
I love this one. This is a great one, I should say. No points added.
No points, you're still at 11. Also, I saw Doc a while back saying it wasn't the hot sauce that took out Mark, it was all the expired food. Expired food doesn't give you a sore throat, all right? It is obviously completely something else.
Surely, you're right. I want to be clear before I say this next thing. You're right. But surely there's at least one expired food that would do that.
I don't even think I ate much expired food recently. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything.
Where's the board? It's on sabbatical. No, this is our first time in this setup, and we didn't have time to set it up for this stream. It will be back in some form or another. It will be back. Best getaway vehicle, worst getaway vehicle. I'm seeing some great clues coming in. I'm seeing some great clues coming in off rip that I cannot wait to share with Mark. I'm gonna, one last second, people to look, and I'm gonna close up the board. Best getaway vehicle, worst getaway vehicle. Mark, you can look. And before I give you your first clue, hey guys, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, if you're having fun and want to play with us more often, just give us a cheeky little follow. We're trying to get to 10,000. We're so close. We're so close.
Yes, if you want to be one of the actual OGs, first 10,000 followers on the channel, please do consider giving us a follow.
And you can do that and earn TikTok and an exclusive emote that no other channel will get. All right, the first one I'm going to give you, Swan Boat.
Swan boat. That's not going to work too well. I imagine most swan boats don't really have that much of an engine, or mostly just pulled along on like a cable or like following the water path. So I think that's a pretty bad getaway vehicle, and it's not stealthy by any means.
All right, all right. Next one I'm going to give you, number 2 out of 3. Go Nook and Cranny's Flintstone car. Classic, a classic vehicle.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. It's going to weigh you down. I mean, do you at least get the Flintstones logic where like the 4 of you walking on together get it to go faster? Or is this just a heavy box with 2 large rocks on the front that you're pushing along?
It depends.
I'm gonna say it's the worst getaway vehicle.
All right, and the last one I'm gonna say for you, go with Lena's Razor scooter.
Well,
think how sick you would look, first off. Before you say anything, I need you to have that visual. Big bag of money over your shoulder, Razor scooter in one hand, police behind you.
So I was gonna say, maybe that's the worst because it's a literal scooter, but you can use the thing as a weapon. Go for their ankles.
No, I didn't think about that. That's true.
But, and the officer goes, he has a weapon! And they open fire. I'm gonna say, there may be worse things that exist. I don't think there are many worse things that exist. But I think these are gosh darn bad. I'm gonna lock in right there.
All right. Anyone says it's my first time seeing you live and I'm so fan. Thank you very much.
Yeah, welcome in. Yo, Neon Cat, Theorel sent a heart. Me and Aim sent 316 Scarabs. Holy moly.
Yo!
Thank you so much, Ames, helping us towards the Scarab goal.
First. All right,
All
you
right,
ready?
let's see it.
Swan boat.
Razor scooter, Flintstone car.
Flintstone car.
Ooh,
I think that's a 4.
whoa, I think that's a 4.
I think that's a 4.
I'm gonna call that a 4. Very nice. Wow. Okay, you got me there. That was a difficult one.
You did good though. You did very good.
Thank you.
You had
thank
the exact kind of logic I was thinking.
As a quick reminder, if we complete the Scarab goal, what we do is we march over here and we do a spin of the wheel. Wow. Such as we could do 3 rounds of spicy wavelength. Why is that on the board multiple times?
Well, it's 2 different versions.
Oh, there's spicy wavelength cards. Okay.
Yeah, so there's spicy wavelength where we play with hot sauce, and there's spicy wavelength where we play 3 of the sexy cards.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I can do it on this setup. All right. All right. The score. The score is 14.
14.
Corey, we already said 11.
Yep.
I said we scored a 4.
I can't do basic math.
What the hell's going on here? Well, in this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. Why is that the case? Well, instead, the benefit is you get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game. We would have been at 3 cards remaining, but because we scored a 4 and it's worth 3 points, we're instead at 4 cards remaining. Very nice.
Why am I erasing it?
Very nice. All right, what is our next card going to be? This is a fun one. I love doing this card. You hate this card, but I love it. Violin activity, tuba activity, inspired by country Mozart.
All right. You're spinning it. You're spinning it.
I'm spinning it this time. This is vibes based, okay? So before you leave a hint, imagine the activity you're suggesting is a violin playing in the background or is a tuba playing in the background. That's what you have to determine. Spicy stream. Indeed, we did one the other day. It had repercussions.
Maybe we don't want to land on that because then we're unable to stream for the next day, apparently.
Violin activity, tuba activity. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. I can point at it with my finger now. This 4 here. Ooh. Yo, Sammy just subscribed for the first time. Thank you so much, Sammy.
Yo!
Becoming a meep, gaining access to all of our exclusive emotes. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty, I'm seeing some hints coming in. Closing it up. Corey, you may look.
Whew.
Okay. All right. This is going to be interesting. I'm gonna go with ons here. President walking up the stairs. They did not specify any particular president. They just said president.
Okay.
Walking upstairs.
They
didn't even specify a nation.
That's very important because out of all of the presidents in human history, there are 2 presidents that if they were walking up the stairs, I would play the Titanic violin music as it's going down. The rest of the presidents, that's a tuba activity. That's a tuba activity for sure. A womp, 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 womp as they're going up the stairs. So I'm gonna put on tuba. Maybe I'll take it up a little bit because presidents are supposed to be serious.
Let's see. Let's go from Dahlia's not there, missing a trick shot.
Interesting missing a trick. Specifying missing a trick shot I think is very important and is doing a lot of heavy lifting because I think a trick shot is a violin activity. You want it to be dramatic. You want to have like classical music kind of like blaring, like a Vivaldi style, you know, build up during it while you're showing off the clip. Missing it, you've messed up, you fool. You utter buffoon. How could you miss the 360? How could you miss it? That's a tuba activity. That's a womp womp moment if I've ever seen one before.
Womp womp.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed womp womp.
Guaranteed womp womps.
All right, final hint I'm going to give you is going to be, let's go with Lawrence. This is an interesting one. Putting on clothes blindfolded.
This is another goofy activity, right?
Being late for stream, says Ames. That's a tuba activity.
It's a tuba activity for you guys watching. Us behind the scenes frantically trying to get everything together is a violin activity for sure.
Flight of the bumblebees out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Putting on clothes blindfolded.
That's a tuba activity. That's silly, goofy. How much do I want to think about this? I think these are all pretty silly, goofy activities. with the president, there's some level of seriousness. Like, you didn't say, like, a fat person walking upstairs, right? That's, like...
That'd be a little rude.
Was it fucked up every time I walk upstairs, man? You look at
That's
me
a-
walking upstairs, you go, that's rude?
It's a little self-rude.
I'm allowed to do it. I'm allowed to make the joke.
I think it's a mean verb unless you're talking about like a cat. Unless you're talking, wait, if you're talking about my cat, then it's a super mean verb.
All right.
Chat, nobody call my cat fat again.
You can't stop me. I'm gonna do it the second we end stream. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm gonna lock in. I'm not gonna think about it. I like it here. I'm gonna lock in.
Locked in, let's
locked
see
in.
it. Put it on close in the dark, president walking upstairs, and another one that I forget. Ooh,
Hey!
not bad, not bad. That is a 3. Are we playing Codenames today? We might. We're gonna have to do it physically if we do. It's not gonna be digital. It's gonna be a full, physical setup on here. Is this gonna be too
I think we should stick
wide?
with Wavelength today.
Yeah, for today, I think for safety, we're gonna have to say.
I'll teach you how to zoom in the camera if you want.
Oh, okay, we could zoom in. We could
I
zoom
mean, I say we just not worry about it.
I was gonna say maybe one game at the end of stream, but all right, we'll pass on that for now. Drone code names, yes, woo, drone code names. Oh, hold up the board to the,
Fly it
other
in.
camera. Flip the board.
Oh, sorry.
No, like
What'd you
to
say?
that camera.
Whoa!
Whoa, drone shot. Wow.
Listen, I just want to, for the record, drone code names does not equal put the board underneath the top-down camera.
Well, I said flip it to the other camera. So.
Okay. Well, I'm deaf.
I understand. Alrighty, very nice. What is our next card going to be?
He turned it backwards, so confident. Listen, I might be wrong in most things I do, but I'm confidently wrong.
There's a camera behind Corey. That's what he's turning it towards.
Hey guys, how's it going?
All right, bad breakup song, good breakup song. Custom card from Peanuts. Ooh.
Let's go.
Like water off a duck's back.
Water off of the duck's back to me, man. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. Bad breakup song, good breakup song. Let's see what we got. This is terrible because neither Mark or I are music guys. Bad breakup song, good breakup song. That is where the blue 4 is yet. Give us your breakup songs. Take as many as I can get. And by that I mean 3. Any more would be just quite too many.
It'd be absurd.
It'd be absurd. It'd be way too many. No one could hold that many breakup songs. All right. Shay says, thank God I could stop working for the day and hang with you guys.
Ooh,
hell yeah.
welcome. Glad to hear.
Close up the board. All right, you can look. Let's go with...
Yo, AIM sent 174 Scarabs. Thank you so much, helping us towards the Scarab goal. We are over halfway there. Wow.
Yo! Let's go with...
Stop saying Moonbeam Ice Cream. I haven't heard the stupid song. I'm not gonna listen to
Ice
it.
cream.
I have no idea what that is.
Let's go with Poppy's Call Me Maybe.
Okay. Every hint, it's the Moonbeam Ice Cream. All right, Call Me Maybe. Carly Rae Jepsen, Carly Slay Jepsen. Ooh. Give her a sword on stage because she is Carly Slay Jepsen. That's what they do. Or Jensen, sorry, I was saying. So I just love Call Me Maybe. I don't know if it's a good breakup song or not, but I love Call Me Maybe.
Okay. All right. Sure. Let's give you...
Why?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Board Ghost. He's got... I'm gonna go with Ans's The Lava Chicken song from the Minecraft movie.
Would I dare keep it on the good breakup song side for Lava Chicken?
Lava.
It gets my mind off things. I mean, I couldn't dare put Carly Rae Jepsen on the bad side of anything for a song. So it's gonna take me up a good bit. No, I'm gonna say it's a bad breakup song. Maybe the actual messaging of Call Me Maybe is not appropriate for the breakup. Perhaps.
All right, and the last one I am gonna give you is. Let's go to Ames' Phineas and Ferb theme song. There's 104 days of summer vacation. The annual problem of our generation is finding a good way to spend it.
Wait, let him cook. Let him speak. Okay, that's gonna tick me further down a little bit. I feel wrong putting Carly Rae Jepsen on this far onto this side, but all right, it's gonna take me up this much for Call Me Maybe. I think the maxed out bad answer is the national anthem. You didn't say that one. But these are pretty bad. I'm gonna lock in here.
So you've learned your lesson on that one.
I learned my lesson.
You learned that the national anthem was not an acceptable breakup song to play.
It's not.
All right, fair enough.
Pledge of Allegiance up there too.
That is the maxed out answer. You can't be given a Pledge of Allegiance while you break up with somebody. That's insane. All right, we got Call Me Maybe, we got Phineas and Ferb theme song, and Lava Chicken for the Minecraft movie.
Yo, let's go.
You're fucking sweating. It's a bad breakup song, that bad song.
Carly got me there. She's the reason I ticked it up this much.
Just ignore me and Chess.
Salute.
Incredibly hard work.
Nothing gets me over a breakup like some good old-fashioned nationalism.
Go into the loving arms of Uncle Sam post-breakup.
Lily said, wait, where am I? What's going on here? Welcome in, Lily. We're at the new setup. Whoa, it's exciting. It's shocking. Yo, B lesson 3 sent a Scarab. AIM sent 269 Scarabs. Nice. And Maura D sent the heart me. Thank you. 20! Whoa! Hey, not bad at all. But wait, why does it say 21?
Well, Mark.
In this game mode, when we score a 4, it is only worth 3 points. What? Why? Well, instead, the benefit is we get to take another card and add it to the stack, extending the game.
I'll put 21 on the board.
We would have been at 3 cards remaining, but because this 4, we're at 3 points, we're at 3 cards remaining. Very nice. Closing it up. Alrighty, what's our next card going to be?
SCP says, so pretty, nice setup. Thank you. Morty says, is this a new movie setup? In a sense, in a cosmic sense.
Alright, let's go. Bad mouthfeel, good mouthfeel.
Like this one, dude.
What do you think?
Goodbye, Nook and Cranny. See you later.
Did you build those shelves? Board Ghost built one of these shelves. Gotta skedaddle, see you later. Oh, have a nice evening, Nook and Cranny. Thank you for stopping by. All right, that 4 is not visible.
Board Ghost also built this entire table we're sitting at. Whole thing, bare hands.
Pretty nice setup. Thank you, SCP. All right, bad mouthfeel, good mouthfeel. This 4 right here is what we're aiming for. This is a tricky card. Okay. All right, we got some good ones coming in. I'm closing up the board. Corey, you may look. Let's go with Kate Holmes first, a P&P. If you're new here, you might be wondering, what's a P&P? Well, you know how a P&B is a peanut butter and jelly, or PBJ? A P&P...
You forgot the original!
A P&P is a peanut butter and pickle. You take the peanut butter and you put it on the pickle and you eat it. What do we think? Good mouthfeel, perhaps?
Next head, please.
Okay. Let's go. Ooh, interesting one from Phoebe's Kiwi Skin.
Oh, it's hairy. Why is it hairy? Why? No, I don't want to feel that in my mouth. That's off. That has it.
Or actually, Greta said it earlier in chat, kiwi with the peel.
I think we're good. It looked like it moved, but it didn't.
I'll believe you.
Okay.
I didn't hear it move. Kiwi with the peel for today.
That's disgusting. I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate it because it's not even a kiwi. It's specifically the furry outside. If you're gonna put the kiwi in my mouth, the kiwi skin, all that gross hair, at least like groom it. Give it a couple combs.
You know, do you know the hairy ball paradox?
You can't like properly groom a hairy ball. It can't
That's
be
correct.
smoothed.
You can't have all hairs face the same direction on the ball.
That makes sense. Well, I mean, you can. It just would be spiky.
That's not the same direction. That's all of them going opposite directions.
No. If you like take a ball.
They can't be parallel. They can't be parallel.
Okay, so
the hairs. And final hint I'm going to give you. Let's go with Ariel Brooks. Steel wool. Flint and steel.
So I'm not gonna max it out because you didn't say things that would like actively kill me if I put them in my mouth. But these are all not good. Steel wool sucks. Not the game studio, specifically the cleaning agent. It's awful.
New setup make me feel uncomfortable. Bros definitely him says new setup unlocked. It's a new setup. Yes.
New setup!
You'll get used to it.
Your dad
Hopefully.
helped us build this setup.
Yes.
Sure.
It's a new setup where we have access to, whoa, a top-down camera. Isn't that something? That means we'll be able to play more games besides just Wavelength and Codenames. We can set up anything over here now. Switching sides is throwing me. Okay, I'll demonstrate this one more time. This Stream Deck, right, operate everything off of, this is the line maxed out. I can barely reach it where I'm sitting here. It would not be possible for me to sit in that seat.
Mark, you don't have to come up with excuses just because chat can't understand the fact that we've always sat like this through all of our streams.
And Corey's just gaslighting.
All right, I don't like new thing. It's a shock. It's okay. I promise you this is for your benefit. We can get through this together. We can get acclimated.
Are you locked in here?
I'm locked in, baby.
Bad mouthfeel, good mouthfeel, kiwi with the peel, steel wool, and peanut butter pickle. Peanut butter on the pickle for today.
Ow,
Very
ow.
nice.
Yes.
Holy, that is a 4. You are killing it.
You ever seen a more perfect 4 than that?
No, you
what
knew
I'm
exactly how bad of a mouthfeel a peanut butter pickle was.
True. I've been scarred, chat. I've been scarred for life.
Holy moly, Ames is going wild. I actually can't scroll up. Ames sent 46 scarabs, 61 scarabs, 33 scarabs, 96 scarabs, 23 scarabs, and 24 scarabs. Holy moly, thank you so much, Ames.
Let's go.
That is incredibly generous, helping us towards the Scarab goal, which, as a reminder, if we complete the Scarab goal, we will be doing a spin of the wheel. We'll get bonus activities such as, Board Ghost, giving the hints for a round of code names. Whoa. Alrighty, Corey, what's the score?
23.
Wow.
Not 24.
That is a nice one. Oh, yeah. Guys, you know the drill. When we score 4, it's only worth 3 points. Instead, the benefit is we get an extra card, right? We would have been at 3 cards. We're instead at 4 cards. Whoa.
You wouldn't come to a board gamer stream thinking 4 points is actually worth 4 points, would you?
What's the YouTube goal? I believe if it's set up, it's...
15 super chats we have.
Is that 15
13
super
left
chats?
to go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Alrighty. Centering this back, what is our next card going to be? Let's do a good old Grandma would approve, Grandma would disapprove. Custom card inspired by Izzy. If you want to see your own custom cards show up on stream and us play with them, feel free to join our Discord. There's a link in our bio. There's a suggestions channel where you can leave suggestions for cards. If I like them, they'll get added to the game. Very nice. Yo, Alexis sent a Scarab. Heather Troop sent 19 Scarabs. Lauren sent a Scarab. First gift. Thank you so much, Lauren. Ann sent 9 Scarabs. Heather Troop sent 260 and still counting Scarabs. Thank you so much.
Let's go. Grandma would approve, Grandma would disapprove. Before I open the board, I think every time we have done this card, it has been almost maxed out Grandma would disapprove.
I did one with Austin. That was more middling.
Okay, every time I've played it, it's been maxed out Grandma would disapprove. Grandma would approve, Grandma would disapprove. Chat, poll your grandmas, give them a call, ask them where they think, what they would say for this. My grandma is cool though.
That's the way to do it.
Cosmic Grandma. Think of a cosmic grandma, all right? Let's see. All right, I'm seeing some good hints come in. I'm gonna leave the board open for a little bit longer just to give enough people to kind of get a feel of it, get a vibe, kind of guess where it is. Give us some great hints in chat because I'm gonna take 3 hints in chat. I am going to close up the board now. Mark, you can look. I'm gonna go with M's. Using the fancy china.
Using the
ons, I believe. Sorry.
The fancy china.
Using the fancy china from ons.
I think that's middling, because if it's an event that calls for fancy china, that's a max out approve. If it's, you know, wedding night, Christmas, something like that, pull out the fancy china. But if it's just your run-of-the-mill Friday post-Boardgamers stream, looking for a snack, you know, pulling out some ramen and chips, you ain't using the fancy china for that. Grandma would behead you in one clean swipe.
True, she's got the claymore ready.
Yeah, so I think that's gonna be in the middle.
And you know what, I'm also gonna go with M's. I said I messed up the name, but I actually like M's as well. Learning about her past.
What about her past?
Learning about it.
Oh, learning about it. Oh, depends on the grandma. Ooh.
You have grandma who has ties with the mob?
Hey, I didn't say
grandma?
that. I didn't say that.
Grandma's been beefing with the Yakuza for 30 years.
No, you didn't hear those words leave my mouth. You can't prove that. I guess approve. I guess if you're learning on your own, you might be learning some unsavory details. But I think in general, learning. Yo, Heather Troops had 500 scarabs. Holy moly. Woo! Thank you so much. Carrie Dixon sent 8 scarabs and a heart me. Sammy sent 69 scarabs. Nice.
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 We just barely approve.
Close your eyes real quick one last time. Let me get a double check here. Make sure I know where we're at. All right, you can look again. You can look again.
Whoa, new setup. Indeed, Hanao. We're trying out new stuff. It's very exciting.
We're going crazy over here. We're going absolutely insane. Ooh. This one is such a, like, depends on who your grandma is as a person. Can I ask you a probing question about your grandma?
Sure.
Was your grandma strict or was your grandma chill?
Chill.
All right, then I'm gonna give you this hint. Dessert before dinner from Complicated.
I mean, it's pushing it. It's pushing it, because, you know, grandma was chill, but we did have a strict regimen of every time she came over, we had broccoli. It's Broccoli Thursday, we did. You had to eat your broccoli before dessert, but dessert was guaranteed. Yeah, we had the same meal every single Thursday when our grandmother came over. It was chicken, sweet potato, and broccoli.
No one could have predicted Broccoli Thursday.
No one could have predicted.
No one could have seen Broccoli Thursday coming.
And you have to get through the broccoli to get dessert, so it would be
a sensible grandma.
A sensible grandma. But that being said, if I snuck a little bit of dessert, I think grandma was keeping lips sealed. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go right here.
My grandma was chill. We had Broccoli Thursday.
Look, she was chill about it.
She was chill with Broccoli Thursday. She'd be like, oh, you only want 1 piece of broccoli instead of 2? I guess.
It was good broccoli. It wasn't strict like, you know, eat this or else. It was, come on, it's Broccoli Thursday.
That's insane. I asked you if your grandma was chill. It's just unfortunate events that I asked you if your grandma was chill before giving a dessert question, and then unbeknownst to me, I got hit with the Broccoli Thursday lore. The most insane.
Luke points out the strictest she ever was forcing her neighbor to eat broccoli.
She wasn't chill. That's not chill then.
Well, no, because we were chill about the broccoli. We were chill about it. We were down for it. It's just
you're going to clown.
We didn't expect our neighbor to be like allergic to broccoli.
All right, fair enough.
He was not allergic to broccoli. He was just over for dinner.
Deserve for being force-fed broccoli.
He was just told it's Broccoli Thursday. You have to eat it. It wasn't like cracking the whip. You know, you got to eat this right now. You're getting the ruler to the knuckles. It was just eat the broccoli. Holy moly, Steve sent another super chat, 12 to go. Princess sent 59 scarabs. Thank you. And Penny sent a heart me. Thank you so much.
So, dessert before dinner was 1. What were the other 2 I gave you?
Was Broccoli Thursday supposed to be gone? You guys are getting too hung up on the details of Broccoli Thursday. That was not The objective was not for her to come over and us to eat broccoli, okay?
Well, when you said she was chilling and then talked about broccoli Thursday, how you had to eat broccoli before dessert, that's the opposite of chill.
She came over to do game nights with us, to hang out, and every single meal we just happened to fix broccoli.
So she had a very strict regimen that you stuck to every time she showed up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
I was gonna
Jesus
show
Christ.
it. Let's see. Broccoli Thursday really killed us.
Yeah. It's killing me too.
That really just came out of nowhere.
Steve sent another super chat, 11. Mitch sent a super chat, 10. Holy moly. Ames sent 197 scarabs. Thank you so much, Ames.
Oh my god.
You really should have shared Broccoli Thursday before saying Grandma's chill. She was chill. She was and is chill. It is just the one detail was we ate broccoli on Thursdays.
Okay, all right. You know, Grandma would be, Evans makes such a grand point. Grandma would be so proud of you if you asked her about her past and figured out about it. She'd be so proud of you.
That's fair. Depends on the grandmother. Steve sent another super chat saying 10, which is actually a 9, but Steve says 10. Ames sent 172 scarabs. Holy crap, we might actually hit both wheel spins. I was borderline not prepared for this. Thank you all so much.
I'm sorry, you were saying your Yakuza grandma on Broccoli Thursday was chill.
That other grandma, I had to.
Oh, my bad.
I had to.
That's the chill one.
Yes. Is it not chill to want your grandkids to be healthy? Thank you, Luke. Thank you.
No, it's not. No.
Manual labor Sunday was the worst. Was it chill manual labor?
What's
we
next?
all have different levels of what we consider to be chill. Clearly.
What do we got?
All right, our next one is going to be scary movie, silly movie.
Ooh. I hate scary movies. I hate getting scared, which is why tomorrow's stream's gonna suck, because I have to face my fears. I hate being scared. I hate it. That's why I've avoided playing Grounded for so long, because I hate spiders so much.
Broccoli Thursday is a Yakuza tradition. That is not true. Country Mozart sent a super chat. High five each other again, please. Of course, just for you, Country Mozart.
Bam!
Steve says 8 with another super chat. Mitch sent a super chat. 8, Corey, go to Texas Roadhouse instead of IHOP.
Mitch, you don't have to tell me
That'd
twice.
be pretty nice.
I'm going.
Penny sent a scarab. Lauren sent a scarab. Thank you so much. Ames sent 100 more scarabs. Holy moly, thank you so much. Mitch says 7. I don't think that was a super chat. They said 7.
A little correction of themselves.
Holy moly, and Ames sent 81 scarabs. Thank you so much, Ames. You've been going wild today. And 24. All right, this 4 right here is what we're aiming for. Scary movie, silly movie. And I'll let you guys know, oh, holy moly, first off, we just achieved the scarab goal.
Yeah!
Thank you so much. Wow. As Penny sent 10 scarabs, Ames sent 171 scarabs, and an additional 171 scarabs. Thank you so much. Whoa, the lights are going crazy. We can't see the board anymore.
I can't see any of it.
Oh, we have lighting tricks now. BOARDGAMES is doing it manually, but closing it up. Corey, you may look. Steve sent a super chat saying 5. Thank you. Okay. Scary movie, silly movie. Let's go. I think Lauren has a solid one. Jaws.
All right, Jaws. And then we'll spin the wheel.
Yeah, after this round of Wavelength, we'll spin the wheel.
All right. Jaws is a scary movie, but not that scary. I'm not gonna be having nightmares quaking in my little booties,
Quaking in your jorts.
I'm not quaking in my jorts when I watch Jaws. I'm not quaking in my Jaws-themed jorts. As we all know, the proper attire to watch Jaws in is jorts and a jean jacket. I'm not quaking in them, but I am scared, because it is a scary movie.
Let's go with On's Quiet Place.
That is a suspenseful movie. Would I say Quiet Place is scary, or would I say it's suspenseful? Because Quiet Place, you don't really see the big scary monster until the end, right? So it's not meant to be scary, it's supposed to be dramatic and suspenseful. But I mean, it is a horror movie, so I'll keep it on the scary side. It's definitely not silly.
Final one I'll give you. From Graffiti Ween, Saul.
All right, Saw's a little silly. Saw's a little goofy. Like, objectively.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say. I can't see the name on who gifted the sub.
It's up.
Scavola.
But that's the fake name.
Amy Lynn.
Okay. Amy Lynn gifted a sub to Izzy. Thank you so much. Are you sure that's the real name, Ben? Because I was told not to read the topmost one because that's the fake name. The real name is, you have to expand out so it comes after Izzy received a sub from. From Ames. From Ames.
Fool.
Yes, that up top is the fake name. All right.
Up top is their fake real username.
Yes,
You know,
Ames
like the
gifted
cool
a sub to
nickname.
Izzy. Thank you so much, Ames.
All right, so
Super chat.
Whoa, Steve sent a super chat saying 4. It's
So-
getting ominous.
it's gonna blow. Our studio's gonna blow up when it hits 0. It's gonna freaking explode all behind us. We're all gonna die. I think Saul
Saul
is silly.
Goodman.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
Can I
yeah.
speak?
Go ahead.
Because you
Do you
have
have something to
rights.
say?
The Constitution said, all right, all that aside, Saw is a silly horror movie, right? Saw is a silly horror movie. It is, you got the little guy on the tricycle, you know, pedaling forward, you know, with the little mask on, the little paper mache.
Biking with friends.
Biking with Friends. Saw is the first Biking with Friends movie. And that makes sense because it would be a Saw-like horror trap that gets me to go biking with you.
I think E.T. might have that that title first, but...
Also a horror movie. E.T.
Yo, Country
Terrifying.
Mozart sent a super chat saying dry. Steve sent a super chat saying 3. Actually, it was just the number 3, so maybe they're German and it meant dry.
All right. I think I'm going to tick it up a little bit on the scary movie side because of Saw. I'm going to leave it in there.
Locked in there. Let's see how we did. Scary movie, silly movie.
Hey!
very
We take those.
Seek says, ooh, I like the custom color cars with Boardgamers down the middle. Just noticed that. Great job, guys. Thank you. We worked hard designing these. As a reminder, if you like these cards and some of the custom cards that we've been playing with on stream, we have available for free
Zero
on our
money.
Patreon, $0 to acquire, a download link for a PDF where you can print out some of the cards that you see us playing with, the custom cards on stream, print them out to play at home. It's very nice. I think I have the Patreon written on this camera. You can see it at the bottom. You can find us anywhere, Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, at BoardGamers Live. Good luck pointing at that.
Dude, I think that's pretty good.
All things considered, pretty good. So yeah, for free, if you want to go download some of the custom cards, play with them at home. They're very fun. That is a 3, taking us to 2 cards remaining, I do believe, with a score of 26. And it is now time to spin the wheel. Wow!
Wow, what a wacky
Holy
wheel
moly!
spin.
We achieved the Scarab goal on TikTok, meaning it is time for us to spin the wheel. Now, this is gonna be interesting. I don't know which of these, I guess this camera angle will be best. My throat's drying out again, I'm dying. Putting Wavelength on this shelf here. There are going to be some options here that I might have to outright veto because I don't have access to everything I had at the previous setup. We are still in the middle of setting things up here.
Well, hold on. Which ones do you got to veto? The Codenames ones?
Yeah, Steve sent a super chat. Well, maybe not all of them. It depends on what we land on. I'm gonna have to do
Okay.
it by a spin
I was gonna
by
say,
spin
I was gonna cut
basis.
them out right now.
Steve sent a super chat saying 1 to go. Let's go. Thank you so much, Steve. Whew.
And once we hit the super chat goal on YouTube, that'll be a second wheel spin time.
What other games do you think you'll end up playing with the new setup? One that I really want to play is the Forbidden series of games. Another one, Betrayal on House of the Hill. We might play the game we played at the beach.
Concepts.
Concepts, that was a fun one.
I like that one a lot.
I'm gonna take this spin. I think
Of
you
course.
had the last one, if I'm not mistaken.
Regardless, I want you to have it.
Thank you, thank you. Hopefully chat can see what this lands on. I can't see it myself. Thank you all so much for getting us to the goal. Let's see it. I'm hoping for a respin. The blue respins are my favorite. Ooh, not a respin. What did it land on? Oh, I moved it. Board Ghost gives clues for code names. This one's doable. This one's doable because Board Ghost is just giving the clues if we're able to set it up.
If you want, we could tweak this. People care about Board Ghost giving the clues. Maybe it's Board Ghost picks the clues for Wavelength.
Board Ghost picks clues for Wavelength. Is that amenable for people? I think
Codenames would take a lot to set up right now.
it would be laying out the cards.
It takes a little bit of time.
It does take a little bit of time to do that. You are correct. We have a little bit of time. Isabel says no for it being amenable. What is Board Ghost? Board Ghost, say something.
Say something.
Which chat?
No, just
Yeah,
speak
just-
out loud with your voice.
That is the ghost that haunts the studio. Just want Board Ghost to play. We love code names. Amelia says we have time. We do have a little bit of time.
I'll leave it to you. I'll let you make the final choice.
Min says I want code names. All right, I think this is gonna be a test to see how code names even works on this setup. So this is going to be interesting. We're gonna, as they say, do it live. Please keep in mind, we are not prepared for this. This might be a little bit scuffed. I don't even know where code names is.
What the hell?
Let's see.
The right one.
Okay, yep. I didn't want to rip out the new one yet. I'm gonna go with the old code names.
Somebody says,
Code
will you ever play
names!
Black Stories? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna add it to my list right now and check it out after stream. Just because you said that. Your chats have power. Add it to the board.
20-hour Balatro stream win.
Dude, let me tell you something about Balatro. I'm a roguelike fiend, and I have done everything in my power to not buy and play Balatro. Because I
yes, thank
know
you.
the second I do, it's all over for me. It's all done. My time is GG'd. I will be spending 1,000 hours playing Balatro and gambling the day away. That's it.
I mean, sounds like a good deal.
I have had plenty of friends in my life who have played Balatro, and they know my gaming habits, and they've looked at me and said, Corey, Balatro is a phenomenal game. Do not buy it for your own good.
You might need to pick up your laptop real quick.
So I've listened to them. They said, Corey, for your own health and safety, do not buy Balatro until you have a lot of free time.
Shows they care about you.
Shows they care.
Very nice.
Shows they care. Shows they're not telling me to gamble away my life savings. Black Story is a pretty grim mystery game where players need to guess what happened with the prompt. Ooh, that actually seems really fun. Y'all ever play Call of Cthulhu or other horror games? Yes, we love Call of Cthulhu, or I do.
Come in a little more.
That's the TTRPG, right? That's a good one. I've been wanting to buy it for myself to have in my collection. I'm a huge Eldritch Horror fan. I love Lovecraftian stuff. Not the guy. Notably not the guy, but his work, some of it. I mean, you do have 12 hours tomorrow. So tomorrow's 12-hour marathon live stream, we already have pre-planned out. We're gonna be playing Grounded, because Grounded 2 just got announced at Summer's Game Fest. I've never finished or completed Grounded, because I have a terrible, terrible fear of spiders that is so deeply ingrained in me, like psychologically, I just have a visceral reaction when I play that game. So because of that, and because we need to get through the 12 hours, I'm gonna be forced to face my fears tomorrow, and the wheel is going to be coming back as a punishment wheel tomorrow. And if at any point, me and the guys we're playing with, if we run from the spiders, we gotta take a forfeit on the punishment wheel. Things like take a shot of hot sauce, get rid of all of our in-game items, stuff like that. What time tomorrow? Noon EST to midnight EST is where we're gonna be going.
All right, are these words all visible?
It's gonna be here on the Boardgamers TikTok and on the Blimpy is Late YouTube and Twitch channel.
A little bit small. Helicopter. It probably says helicopter. I can't confirm.
Can't confirm or deny. Yes, all visible.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Helicopter.
I'm going to give Board Ghost the answer key. Try to pick out one. I have not seen
Better now.
little holder
all visible,
for
looks
it.
good now.
There we go.
Board Ghost, we have hit the goal on
clip it
YouTube.
in so you know which way's down, so you have consistency.
Steve, thank you for the super chats. As soon as we are finished this wheel spin incentive, we will spin the wheel a second time. Thanks
Holy
to you
moly.
and Mitch's effort.
Thank you so much,
Holy
Steve.
Yay!
Steve sent a super chat. Let's go with the wheel. Thank you, thank you. I can't say what the rest of the message says.
Let's go with the wheel spin, Mark and Corey.
I thought I got rid of that.
Nope,
Nope,
not even a little.
not even close actually.
But worry about it later. Worry about it later.
Worry about it later.
It's fucking coming back.
It will be wonderful. That is what I am hoping. We're doing wacky Saturdays on Board Gamers. We're gonna be like, if we ever go live on a Saturday, it's never a guarantee, but if we ever go live on a Saturday, we're gonna do something experimental or wacky or silly or zany. Or we'll just do a normal stream. It's whatever we're feeling. It's a wild card Saturday.
Indeed. Let's see.
But spiders are just nice little guys. Freya, logically, I know that spiders are nice little guys. Like, in my brain, I go, oh, they're chill. They do so much good things for us. But I was at my therapist yesterday, and as I was leaving post-session, I have to, like, walk down a staircase, like a stairwell outside in order to get to their office. I opened the door. A spider the size of my key fob was standing on the first step. This is not a lie. It took me 5 minutes to leave. Because of that spider. I had to hype myself up in order to climb. So that is the level of fear of spiders we're talking about. I was terrified, and it kept me trapped in the building for an additional 5 minutes.
Amazing. Mystique says I'll be watching tomorrow's stream from the water park. Ooh, that's fun.
I'm sorry I couldn't join you last time, Mystique, and I'm missing it again.
It is good weather for a water park, let me tell you what. That being scorching freaking hot. Spin the wheel on YouTube, Mark and Corey. We will be spinning the wheel right after we do this game.
I'll put you
Actually, Boardgos, how long is it going to take you to think of a clue?
Probably a couple minutes.
Okay, we could just spin the wheel now and determine what we're going to do next.
Spin the wheel now and we'll bank it.
Might as well.
We'll bank it.
We're going to be banking it.
You ever do an ASMR game? Not quite sure what you mean by that.
ASMR game? I don't know what that entails.
I know what both those words are, but I don't know what they are together.
All right, Corey, this is going to be your spin. Don't shake the mat around too much, please.
All right, I'll try and like hold it down like this. All right, so we are going to be doing this after our Codenames game with Board Ghost.
Respin! Woo! I love respin, I love respin!
I've strategically put all of the respins on blue so I can know immediately now.
Come on, respin. Come on, respin. Keep spinning. Give Board Ghost time to think. Oh, what's that one say?
That one is Game of Headbands.
Oh, let's go. That's the easy one to do.
That's super easy.
All right, we can start thinking of Headbands characters while we're playing this game. We'll have to maybe go relatively easy on each other. In a relative sense,
Oh,
of
I don't
course.
have a problem with that, Mark. Sorry, I'm being mean to him for no
Big
reason.
Chungus wasn't too bad.
No, I agree. That was a good one. That one wasn't too hard. Gerber Baby, however, we have some words on that one.
Coughing Baby versus Nuclear Bomb.
Coughing Baby versus Gerber Baby. Who would win? Which one is more sickly? I think it's the Gerber Baby, quite honestly.
That's a good question. All right, we're doing physical code names now.
Holy
wow. We have 25 words laid out on this board. Board Ghost, not me or Corey, is the only one who knows which word belongs to which team. There are different options. They could belong to the blue team. They could belong to the red team. Let's make sure there's no glare there. Those are the only options. Where are the other cards?
Yep, come on.
Those are the only options.
That's it. There's nothing else. They've stolen it all from us. Amelia says, what in the world is going on? We are playing Codenames.
The physical version.
Kind of explaining it, but if you missed a bunch of what he said, you can always check the pin video on our channel.
It could also be a miss. So these words could be a miss, could belong to the blue team, could belong to the red team, or in a worst case scenario, there is one dreaded assassin somewhere on this board. These are just examples. Board Ghost is the only one who knows which word belongs to which team. And because of that, Board Ghost is going to be giving us one-word clues to help us connect certain words on this board together.
Sammy says, I got this game and it's so much harder than you guys make it look.
We make it look pretty hard, too.
Yeah, I mean, that is a testament that you say that. Oh my god. I saw someone, I missed who said it, but I saw someone asked if we would ever consider playing Hues and Clues. I put that Black Stories on the list. Hues and Clues is already on the list for us to talk about and think about in the future. It seems like people are interested in it, so that'll be something.
Oh, sounds like Board Ghost has a hint for us.
All right, my
Do you want to write it
first
down?
hint is going to be vehicle for 3.
Vehicle for 3. That means there are 3 words on this board that some way, somehow relate to vehicle. I think the obvious one that I'm looking at right now is going to be helicopter. I think it's a vehicle. You can also consider cycle, helicopter, cycle. Mercury makes cars. That is something Board Ghost would know, not
True.
something that we would know.
It's true.
So let's go with the obvious one first. You good to go, helicopter?
Oh, absolutely. That's a slam dunk guarantee.
Board Ghost, what is helicopter?
Helicopter is blue.
Woo! Let's
Nice.
go!
Nice.
That's a point for the blue team. There are 9 of these blue guys that we're looking for, so we're off to a good start. Charge, as in an electric car. I was thinking that too, but...
Green vehicle, someone says. Board Ghost doesn't care about the environment.
Vehicle. Do we want to go with cycle next? Germany. Germany makes great cars. Not biased because I am German.
Board Ghost wouldn't know that.
Cars invented in Germany. That's not true.
No, it is.
Oh, it is.
It is. That is correct.
Okay, all right. Okay then, maybe Germany.
Mercedes-Benz.
Force is blue, Germany, charge, cycle for sure. New setup indeed.
But I guess you would consider a bike a vehicle. I was gonna say no, but no, you would. I think that's like the baseline for what you would consider a vehicle.
I'm willing to risk it.
Anything higher than cycle, guaranteed a vehicle. Anything lower than cycle, I don't think so.
Board Ghost, we are locking in cycle.
Cycle is blue.
Woo! Let's go! Let's go, very nice. And then final one, did we want to go Mercury? Because it is a type of car. Germany made Volkswagen. Was Volkswagen the first car?
No, Daimler Mercedes-Benz was the first car. Volkswagen was invented by
Jimmy Volt.
the silly party of
Yeah, I was
Germany.
gonna say, my knowledge was Volkswagen's made by some unsavory people.
Volkswagen was made by someone.
Definitively not Jimmy Volkswagen.
Yeah, the people's wagon.
Sorry, my bad.
Let's see. Germany, because Borgos was quick to correct that fact. I would go either Germany, because it's where cars were invented, or Mercury, because it's a type of car, or Charge, because it's an electric car, but, you know, I don't think Borgos likes electric cars.
No, again, notably, Boardghost hates the environment. He's dead after all. He wants us to join them.
That's true. You're
Sure.
spitting with that one.
True.
I'll let you make the decision. What are you thinking, Corey?
I'm Germany. I'm Germany pilled. Germany known for making cars. They're known for transportation. They're known for
Okay.
vehicles. That's their thing. I don't think Boardghost would expect us to know the Mercury connection.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard of it. Board Ghost, show me the People's Wagon.
Peoplewagen was correct.
Yeah!
Let's go. That is 3 blue field agents discovered right off the bat, and we are going to be passing the turn. So, Board Ghost, when you're ready, give us a red one.
Oh man, that's not.
Meows Meow sent the heart me. Thank you so much.
Grrr. Which one do I?
Board Ghost says grr and is angry.
He's angry.
Falls the Assassin says Mystique. That would make sense. Because we would fall.
Fall.
Guess the Assassin.
Oh, okay.
No, we would die.
I will reveal Queen as belonging to the red team.
Queen. Ooh, the Queen is evil. Who would've
Well, not much of a shock there, buddy. Did you see Game of Thrones?
What does the green card mean?
I think they mean this. Some people, there is a hot debate amongst our community of what color this is.
I always call it yellow. It's more tan. I can see it being green. He's definitively wearing a green shirt, but I think the overall color of it is I would say it's more yellow.
I've called it a beige.
Beige is fair.
It's just a miss. It means we did not get an answer correct. It means our turn is over, but it is not bad. It does not tick down our ticking clock.
No green. Is there a word on this board that says green? Green. Oh, it means a color.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
It's kind of like a cross between blue and yellow.
There's also the gray camp that is very adamant that is gray, to which I'm not going to say they're wrong. However, I am going to say I don't think that's correct.
Board Ghost, what's your next hint?
My next hint is story for 4.
For 4.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Flex out here.
Story. Well, I'm immediately looking at film. That's my go-to. I'm gonna be a little biased here. Story
Hey,
for
buddy.
4. Novel is also pretty clear cut. Novel. Seeing more novels than films. Princess, isn't a princess story? What do you think, Corey?
I think novel is the most guaranteed.
All right, Board Ghost, what is novel?
Novel is correct.
Woo! Let's go. And I'm gonna be a tyrant. Board Ghost, I'm locking in film.
Film is a myth.
Whoa!
That's insane!
Board Ghost hates storytelling medium of film.
He's a film major!
Wow! I'm insulted. Way to mark it.
Way to go, Mark.
Mark
Should have been
throw.
a tyrant.
Alrighty. Board Ghost.
Boardghost can do no wrong, baby.
Film degree bias. Film is a medium of storytelling.
We went to film school together.
Listen. Well, oh shit.
Trash on
Mark
Oh,
owes us. Mark throw. Don't blame Mark, I blame Board Ghost. Radical opinions?
I don't think you should, honestly.
Listen,
I think that's an L take.
It's tough because I think it's a combined fault. I think both.
You wouldn't have gone with film next?
I'm sorry, that wasn't on the table to discuss. We're not discussing we're not talking hypotheticals.
Whoa, what the hell? What the hell is this?
You don't know what I would have said next.
Board Ghost, give us a red one.
The red one is going to be force.
Force. Alright.
Dark side of the force.
We
Darth
could think
Vader.
princess. Princess could be in a story. Ooh, who is the greatest storyteller of our generation?
India. You ever see what they come out of Bollywood? That shit is awesome.
Okay, if you were to name a singular person who's the greatest storyteller of our generation, would it not be Ray William Johnson? Looking at Ray, perhaps.
You know?
Board Ghost
Yeah.
is innocent, says Izzy.
Uh-huh.
Aim says Mark, followed by the Corey skin emote. Chat, let's skin this guy.
Don't call it the Corey skin emote, dude. Don't call it the Corey skin emote.
Got skin on him.
It's true. I would hope I would in that emote. I would hope any emote in I have all of my skin on me. I don't think TOS would allow us to pose an emote where that's not the case.
Is that anti-TOS? Skin! Corey skin emote.
Skin! Story, Green Eggs in Hand. Also, John Green,
Oh, okay.
author of The Fault in Our Stars.
I was thinking of a story deck, which isn't, like, I don't think that's technically the correct term. It would be a pitch deck for a story. It could be the root of a story.
You know who probably has a bunch of stories?
Who?
Vets.
Oh, where do you put the story? On the table. All right,
put it in
Borgos,
a
you got a
book.
hint.
All right, my hint is payphone for 2.
I'm at a payphone.
Considering deck
and a
as well, Mark says
call.
Dana. Payphone for 2. Payphone?
Charge. You are charged money to use a
Oh,
payphone.
that's a good one. Pound, because you pound on the payphone when it ain't working.
No, because you put a pound in the payphone in order to call. You American.
Well, I mean, if it was pound and charge, couldn't they have said, like, currency? I'm happy to go charge first, though.
Yeah, I think charge is almost guaranteed.
Board Ghost, show us charge!
Charge is blue.
Yeah.
Yarg.
All right, and then one last one for payphone.
At a payphone, trying to call home. I mean, famously, Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes wakes his parents by sneaking out and calling them on a payphone. He goes, Dad, it's 3 a.m. Do you know where I am right now?
Then the police showed up.
And Borgos is a big Calvin and Hobbes fan. Pound is a key on the payphone.
And it's a currency.
And it's a currency. Borgos, show us pound.
Pound it up, Board Ghost.
Pound?
Pound it.
I thought it said phone, so it's correct. That line on my screen's kind of a pain in the ass.
So, notably, Borgos, for future reference,
I guess, yeah, that's also an illegal clue.
phone is on the board. You
Yeah,
cannot
that's
say
an illegal clue.
payphone.
That's an illegal-
But it worked out. It worked out. Now
Technically, it wasn't an illegal clue.
Technically.
Oops.
And we still somehow got it anyway.
Incredible.
Slimpy K says, pound me, Board Ghost.
Heyo.
Well, we have another hint, or another guess.
Going back to story.
Yeah, story. What do you think about putting a story on the table?
I think that's fucking stupid.
How about falling action?
I think princess story is the most likely.
Whatever. Corey knows everything about what's right on this board. But films aren't real stories. Board Go show us princess.
No, Mark.
Princess is correct.
Son of a bitch.
I'm so sorry. I wanted to be wrong for your sake so desperately.
All right.
But I just have that thing on me 24/7. I can't turn it off.
We're out of guesses.
Oh, give us a red. I
think Corey gets a captain after Tyrant Marquez film.
Well, let's try to do that for 12 hours tomorrow.
Oh, that's a good point.
It's true, no Mark. Not even for a little bit.
I know, it's gonna be kind of wild. Roman mythology, maybe. Rome and chick, as in Romeo and Juliet. I was thinking chick as in white chicks, the greatest story ever told.
Of course.
I'm gonna reveal Rome for the red team.
No!
When in Rome.
You know, speaking of tomorrow, do I have to get suited up?
Well, I mean, that's up to you.
Suited up Saturday.
It's suited up Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, you're twisting my arm. Every single Saturday stream we've done so far, you've been in a suit and tie.
All one of them.
Yes, Corey, you do. Guys, it's a 12-hour stream. It's a 12-hour stream, guys. I can't wear a suit and tie for 12 hours. Be comfy, Corey. See, that's one right there for Mystique. All right, that's a real one.
Yes.
Black tie Saturday.
City Mini sent a heart me, and Jenna sent a heart me. Thank you.
Full tux. Come on.
I don't understand what the red cards are meant to be. Those are the evil red team. We are competing against the red team. Now, this is a two-person version of the game. We're not competing against each other. It's cooperative.
Ooh.
So instead, what we're doing is every time we run out of guesses or get something wrong, automatically a red one is revealed. And the goal is we want to find all 9 of our blue field agents, of which there's only 2 left, by the way. We're very close to being done. We want to find all of them while the least amount of red agents hit the board as possible.
And you know what we could do in the future? I just thought of this. Chat, you're going to see game dev happen real time, all right? Suggestion, back and forth. Because we have a physical table now, and we actually have things physically in front of us, what if next time we do it, all of the reds that are remaining, we just have them like slightly off screen, and then as we like remove them, you could see the clock ticking down of how many turns we have left.
My only issue with that is this would just look like there's an extra row on the board. Because it looks the same as one that's covered.
Solved.
Alright.
Maybe.
I'm gonna go for a bit of a long shot.
What color suit are you gonna wear?
Plateau for 2.
Plateau for 2. Good thing you're writing it. I don't know how to spell that crap.
And I do.
Plateau. Corey, you want to give us a definition on plateau while you're at it?
It is a flat area of land. I don't know if it has to be in a mountain or if it can just be like anywhere.
Typically a higher elevation.
Typically a higher elevation. Thank you, Board Ghost.
I'm seeing deck and table. I think table makes a lot of sense. Deck and table.
Table makes sense. It's a higher elevation flat
Well, if
area.
it was deck and table, I mean, I feel like there's simpler ways to connect that, right? If it was deck and table.
I am a hobbyist woodworker, so...
Because, yeah, they're both made of wood. So I'm trying to see if Board Ghost would be allowed to say wood without running into anything else. Yeah, so it's not deck and table. It could be one of them, but not both.
You could fall off a plateau. Is India a plateau? Are they flat land, higher elevation? I don't know much about their geography. Their geology.
I don't think they are.
Geometry. One of those is right. I don't know which one. I'm a streamer after all. So you take your pick. Choose your own adventure.
So I did say Izzy saying they've never heard of white chicks before. might have to get back to us on what you think. Table, Mary.
India has plateaus. India has lots of mountains. Lots of plateaus. Green, hill zone.
You could fall off a plateau if it's at a high elevation.
That is true. Maybe it's table and fall.
Wait, so it's like the flat part of a high elevation? That's what it is?
It's a big stretch of flat land, typically found at a higher elevation.
So it could be the cap of that land structure?
It could be.
Green, maybe? A green plateau? I'm seeing a lot of greens. I'm seeing some caps. Green as in green hill. Seeing some table. Corey, it's up to you.
I think it's not deck. I think it's table and something else, because table is a plateau. It's high up, it's flat, and then he wants to connect it with something else, and the best he could do is plateau. So I'm gonna say table first.
Board Ghost, show us table.
Table is correct.
Woo! Very nice. 1 blue field agent remaining. Let's make it count. Can we do it?
I took the first one. I took the first step. This is Squid Games, the glass bridge scene.
This is fucked up.
I did the first jump. You gotta take the second one.
I refuse.
What the fuck?
I'm going down with the ship. Alrighty. Board Ghost is cheating a little bit by pointing out that we're still missing one for story, which is not information that we should have.
No, Galactic Actual has already said that. Galactic Actual could also link to story, don't forget. So it's not technically cheating, because the chatter thought of it first.
No, because Board Ghost is blatantly telling us that the other ones we guessed didn't cover it. So, okay, so it relates to story and plateau.
Falling action in a story.
Falling action in a story. It's 100% not deck. Take deck off the board. It ain't here. Deck is wrong.
Get rid of it. Remove it.
Okay, remove it. Yeah, it's out of here. It's out of here.
It's gone.
Ejected. Get that guy out of here. And the reason deck is ejected is because it would be very simple for Board Ghost, a woodworker, to connect table and deck together. So if table's right, deck is not. So story and plateau.
I say we do fall. I'm in agreement with you. Fall is the most likely one. My second pick is India, unironically.
Okay.
Because Bollywood. It also, mountains, plateaus. They're found a lot there.
I'm gonna go with falling action.
I agree that that one's more likely, to be fair.
Cap, I don't know how Cap connects to story though. I understand Cap. Board Ghost, show me fall.
Fall is a red team card.
Look what you did to me. Look what you did to me. Now we're gonna get so many mark throws. Because you...
I agree with you. I stand with you on that one. I stand strong with you, Mark. I won't let them get you.
Board Ghost, show us another red one.
You'll have to get me first.
Another red one is green.
Green, okay. A lot of people saying it. 1 card remaining. Board Ghost, give us a hint for 1.
1 card remaining. I'm gonna give you hat for 1.
It's Cap. I don't know why it's Cap, but it is Cap.
Show us Cap.
Cap is the blue team!
Let's go. Finishing out with a score of 3. When we play cooperative code names, sorry, the cards remaining from the red team is our score. So the less red team ends up on the board, the better our score. 3 remaining, we score a 3. Boarders, can you explain Cap for story?
All right, that was a bit of a stretch, I will say.
Especially since you were really emphasizing it too.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Like, I was considering Cap before you told me. It's story 2.
Yeah, no, I said that and then you moved away from Cap and I realized pretty quick that I made a mistake. It was one of my first attempts when I was going through for story. I realized that novel, princess, and what was the last one?
Novel, princess.
My goodness, I'm forgetting which one I...
So,
and so how Cap related to that one is obviously Cap is a hat.
Charge.
Cap is the top of a mountain.
Germany.
And you could call somebody's story Cap. It could be a straight up lie.
You know, Board Ghost, you could have just said a lie. Cap, a lie is a made up story.
I could have. I was trying to think of how to articulate my thoughts.
Yeah.
There's a reason I'm back here and you guys are out there.
Don't say that. Get on up here.
Kelsey Weasel says, I got you, Board Ghost.
Thank you, Kelsey.
Strike 3, Board Ghost.
I got a lot going on back here, guys.
The chatter mind cannot comprehend the amount of work a Board Ghost is doing behind the scenes right now.
What was the assassin?
The assassin was Ray.
Ray William Johnson.
That makes sense.
Greatest storyteller of our time.
He did do some questionable things in the beginning of his career. So, that does make sense.
But he's the greatest storyteller of our time.
That is true. I cannot lie. Despite that, I have sat through several 5-minute videos on TikTok of him speaking.
That's what I said. I was screaming it. I'm sorry. I would have gone with Cap. Genuinely. Cap was my top pick because it's like, oh, top of a high area until Board is like, it's related to story too.
Yeah, you're right. And also, to be fair to you, Mark, for film, I absolutely threw knowing that would get guessed, but I also knew it was early enough in the game, and it was a miss, that I effectively treated it as 2 hints.
That is fair. That is fair. I will accept that. Well, that was Codenames. Thank you, everyone. We weren't going to do Codenames Say at all, but we were able to do it because everyone on TikTok was so generous getting us to the Scarab goal.
Scarab.
But speaking of goals, not only did TikTok hit the Scarab goal, YouTube hit the Super Chat goal.
Yes!
Holy! So we spun the wheel a second time and determined that we're going to be playing headbands. Wow. Corey, you want to explain how headbands works?
Yeah, it's simple. Me and Mark are going to come up with the name of a various character, whether it be fictional, historical, real, living, dead, whatever, etc., etc. The name of a character. We're going to give each other our boards, and one by one, we are going to ask questions to see if we can guess what the other person has written on our board. If we take too long, if we're stalling, if we can't figure out what's going on, Board Ghost is going to read chat that we are going to be blinded to. We're not going to be able to see chat, don't you worry. And he is going to take some clues from chat in order to help us and get us to finish off the round. Wow.
Yes. Yeah, Board Ghost, we're going to have to hide the feedbacks. All right, this is going to be a little bit interesting. I might have to crawl over the table and turn the camera monitor around. The camera.
I can see myself
Whoa.
ad infinity. It's like staring into a mirror reflecting off a mirror.
I'm just going to put something over it. That's the easier thing.
I was going to say, you don't want me to flip it?
No, because the whole camera has to physically move.
Troy, this is not like the new setup here. It's looking good. Thank you, thank you.
We worked hard on it. Very happy with how it's coming out. Alrighty, I'm packing up code names. Corey's hopefully thinking of a character. I haven't thought of one
I think I
yet.
got one.
You think you got one?
I think I got one.
Okay, alright.
I'm watching, Chad, it's very interesting. What you can't see from this position is that in order for Board Ghost to do any kind of work here right now, like covering up the camera lens, he has climbed over the entire setup, over the several monitors that are currently in front of us to put
About a dozen to be exact.
About a dozen monitors. He has climbed over, strategically straddling them so he can slowly and gently place a white piece of paper on a singular, maybe 3-inch by 5-inch monitor that has our faces on it.
The size of a business card.
It's about the size of a business card. So is this a new setup? Yes, it is. It's our new setup that has, it's off right now. Oh, no, it's not. It's just a black void. It has a top-down camera. Look at that. Ready? Watch this. Hold on. Hello, it's me. Wow, we can actually play board games and do stuff with it. Isn't that so cool? Isn't that so awesome? Infinite Corys, staring into the mirror lens, going back and forth. Mark is writing. Oh shit, he's already writing.
I got one.
He's already writing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you? How hard are you doing it? How hard are you doing it?
I don't know. I never know how hard the hints I give are.
All right. I'm gonna give one. We're gonna be blind to chat. This is gonna be an awful drawing.
Chat can let me know how hard or easy they think this one is. All right, I got mine written.
I got mine written.
We can still see up on the top screen, Board Ghost.
Wah, wah, wah.
This is going to be headbands. We are going to be handing these off. Okay, we can no longer see it.
No, I see. I'm locked in on the camera.
We're locked in.
We have been blinded from chat. All of our senses dulled.
We're going to reveal one at a time. Chat, the hint that I'm giving to Corey is going to be... Oh, if you didn't see that one,
Nope, I closed my eyes when I saw you were turning it my way.
My bad. It's going to be this. I think this is fair. I think this is reasonable, but it's hard for me to know. And then Corey, reveal yours.
This is the hint I'm giving to Mark. This is what he has to guess. All right. We ready? Trade off?
Okay. Yep. Handed it over gently. Got it. All right. I'll let you take the first question.
Well, I won last time, so you need all the help you can get.
You're so right for that. Let's see. Corey, am I fictional?
Yes.
Okay.
Mark, I'll ask the opposite. Am I a real person?
No. Let's see. Am I from movies or television?
Yes. Am I animated?
No.
Okay.
Let's see. For movies and television, am I comedic?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Ooh, okay.
You said yes to animated?
No.
No, not animated. Am I from children's media?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Comedic for movies and television. Am I from specifically television?
No.
Okay.
Say, am I a creature?
Can you define creature?
Non-human.
No. You're human.
That's fucked up. You have to ask that about a human person. Are they creature-like? That's insane.
We've had some code names hints, okay? That blend the line of what a creature is.
Creature.
Okay, so I'm likely from movies, comedic, fictional.
Okay.
Am I animated?
Yes.
Okay.
Said, I am a real person. I don't think I ever asked you the movies or television question. I just asked you the animated. Am I in movies or television?
If your question is in movies and television, yes.
Okay.
But not from.
Yes. That was not my question.
Okay. Let's see. So, animated, comedic, from movies and television. Am I human?
No.
Okay, got some guesses.
Am I an actor?
Are you an actor? No.
Okay. Real human character.
No, you're fictional.
Fictional human character is what I meant.
Let's see. Non-human, comedic,
Yep. Animated.
animated. Corey, would I be associated with someone who's despicable?
Not in the way you're thinking.
Okay. All right. Maybe the answer is yes, but not in the way I'm thinking it. Okay.
Not in the way you're thinking.
Fair game.
All right. I am gonna ask, am I from television?
No.
Real movie guy.
All right. Movies, animated, comedic, non-human. What? Did I already ask kids? I don't think.
Nope.
Okay. Am I in a kid's property?
Board Ghost, I need a consenting answer on this.
Yeah, checking that. Let me check.
Ooh, ambiguous on
It's
whether it's a kid's property.
Is ambiguous a good enough answer for you?
I guess I'll accept that.
Maybe Board Ghost can get us a definitive one, but I'm gonna say ambiguous. Maybe if chat has a very strong opinion on this, Board Ghost.
And this is movies. This is getting me because I would immediately be thinking like Bluey or I don't know, even like Simpsons, really. But ambiguous on animated movies.
Here, those top two on the blue screen are. Yeah, those are.
Teen, maybe PG-13.
So no. I'll say no. I won't say hard definitive. I'll say an iffy no.
All right.
Am I a comic book character?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. Has this movie come out within the past 10 years?
No.
Or an installment of, if it's multiple movies? You
No.
say no. Okay.
No.
Old school.
No. I'm gonna very more strongly say no.
Okay.
Not a comic book character. I'm a real person. You said, did I ask movie or TV?
You asked if they're in movies or TV. I said yes. You asked if they were from television. I said no.
No, I asked if they were an actor.
You asked if they're an actor. I said no.
So am I from movies?
No.
What?
Let's see. Okay. Definitively more than 10 years ago. Would you say that the movie came out definitively within the past 25 years? It's like 2000s.
Board Ghost, can you get a fact check on me? I don't know the release for this movie.
The release of Mark's movie?
Yes.
19.
Well, you can just give me a yes or no 25 years. So it sounds like a no.
More.
Okay, all right.
All right. Don't give me the exact. I said he needed all the help he can get, but I'm struggling a little over here.
Ooh, okay. Wait, I think I might got something.
Uh-oh.
So it's to you now.
So let me get a summary here. Real person, but fictional.
They're not a real person. You threw yourself off by asking.
Well, okay, not animated.
Okay, yes, they are a non-animated human who is fictional.
Right. That's what I meant. I knew what I was saying. I just couldn't express my words correctly. So non-animated human person that is not from movies. Are they from television? Did I ask that?
You asked that already.
And you said no to both of those.
No, not from films, not from television, but
Are they from advertising?
No.
What? What's left?
Corey, would there be notable mugs made with my depiction?
That's a very leading question, but the answer is no.
Wow, it's not Gromit! Ah, crap! I thought I had something.
I'm trying to think. Person not from advertising, not from television, not from movies, but they are fictional. They're a real flesh and blood that's not an actual person. That is tripping me up. I'll say, have they become notable in the past 10 years?
No.
Okay, so they've been around.
Okay. Let's see. Am I 2D animation?
Yes?
Technically, yes, actually.
Yes.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes, actually.
Like, yes, 2D.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll realize why some of these things we have to be cautious about when we answer when you see what this is.
Okay.
Man, real person.
Corey's brain with the Corey Rage emote.
It is. I'm going crazy. I don't know what this could possibly be. I'm so confused. I'm so concerned. What do you mean they're not advertising or television or movies? I don't know what else could be real. Am I in the Matrix? Is everything fake around me? Is everything real? Is everything fake? I don't know. I don't know what other question to ask is the problem board goes. I think we're starting to get to clue territory because I'm getting stumped on what to even ask you.
All right, let's see a hint for Corey.
I'll ask another question real quick. Did this person become notable before the 2000s?
Certainly.
Okay.
Certainly.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna take a guess in the meantime. It's weird on 2D animation or not. Technically 2D.
Technically 2D.
Like shadows or something? I don't know.
So you're not steering in the wrong direction. I will definitively say it's 2D animation.
Okay. All right. 2D animation, kids from pre-2000s. I guess I'll get the question out of the way. Am I a Disney product?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm fairly certain no. I mean, it's hard because Disney's had so many acquisitions over the years.
That's fair.
So
not originally Disney. This isn't going to be, Mickey Mouse starring the Cauldron and Fantasia kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Disney was not involved in the production.
Okay. And
So definitively no.
I think I'd agree with Parasymmetry. Not real, Corey, fictional. Like, flesh and blood human might not be leading you in the right direction.
Oh, okay, so let me ask this clue. Are they from a book?
They're not from a book.
Okay.
Yeah, I think look, you're now in the right direction.
Okay.
But it would be wrong for me to say they're from a book. They're
Okay.
objectively not.
Okay.
Okay. Not Disney. Animation.
I'm locking in.
Not Disney. Animation. Comedic, non-human. What the hell? Let's see. Okay, I already asked. They said it was teens. Ooh, I'd like to find out what kind of animal I am. Am I a mammal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
So, books you said no, but there was a massive asterisk. Because you were very skeptical to say, well, you definitively said no, they're not from books, that's not fair to say. But it means that they're closely associated with books in some way, shape, or form. They're just not from it. At least that's my thinking out loud to chat right now. That might not be true, that might not be correct, but that's my thought process right now.
Entirely right.
So I'm gonna say they are from a book, from a... Goodness gracious. Are they pre-1950s?
Yes.
Okay.
Boardgos?
Well, actually, I'm looking. It seems as though the movie You're From, Mark,
Oh, so
was
you were...
actually made in partnership with Disney to a degree.
I know what you're talking about. I wouldn't say that's a Disney movie, though.
Yeah.
No.
It's not a Disney movie.
Boardgos was not umming my answer. Yes, pre-1950s.
Pre-1950s, okay. Ignore what Boardgo said about my answer. I know what you're going with. No, it's still. I would not say it's a Disney movie because of that.
Okay.
It is not. There are.
Is it a Pixar movie?
No.
Wait, Disney owns Pixar now, don't they? Do they?
They did, but there was a while where they weren't the same.
Okay.
But
Steve
no.
Jobs started Pixar.
All right, not Pixar, not Disney.
So pre-1950s. Am I from a notable classic story? Think like Knights of the Round Table, Brothers Grimm fairy tales, like that style of thing.
I think that'd be very fair to say.
Okay, all right.
100%
We're locking in. We're locking in.
It's chat's got some like on the line ones, but that satiates most of them, I think.
All right.
Have I been in multiple movies?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
Just one notable
Let me
movie?
put it this way. If you have, nobody knows about it.
Okay. All right.
Or I should say, because I'm sure there'll be people, if that's wrong, people will be mad in chat. The majority of the public know about one.
Your character appears in some cameo roles, but is only major in one movie.
Okay. Interesting.
Am I a fairy tale character?
No.
Okay.
2D animation.
Think out loud, what you got?
2D animation, it is a mammal that is comedic, that's been in one property, that is not Disney, that is not Pixar. It's been associated with Disney some way, shape, or form, but that's not helpful. I don't know. Am I male?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that...
Alright, I have a hint for both of you guys.
Okay.
From A. You are both the titular character of your franchise.
Okay. I have a guess then.
Okay.
I have a guess.
All right.
Am I Robin Hood?
You're not Robin Hood.
Ah!
Mammal, comedic. I want to say Dumbo the elephant, but I think Dumbo's a girl. I don't know.
Also, I'm pretty sure Dumbo is Disney.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna do my guess on that one. Shit. Animated movie.
Yep.
Titular character.
Yep.
I guess I need to narrow down the time frame. I think I'm 90s, but actually no. Let me ask first. Am I a four-legged animal? Let me phrase. Do I stand on four legs?
No.
Okay.
If that's how you're phrasing it, the answer is no.
Okay. So I might be a four-legged animal that stands on two legs. Mm-hmm. Yogi Bear is not.
Well, then
a
I'll ask
movie.
this question. What's it? Am I a woman?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so Dr. Facilier actually says that. Oh, can I say that? Yeah, I'm gonna say. Dr. Facilier would consider your character a Disney property for reasons other than their original movie. I'll let you guess the rest of the way on that.
Monster House. Let
Let me go back to the Disney question.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a lot of skepticism on this. I think if you polled 100 people, 100 of them would not consider it a Disney character. You don't think Disney when you see this character. They've had ties with Disney, they've done things with Disney, but like, it is very much a standalone, separate thing.
Corey, you got your phone over by?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Text you.
If we get desperate, I can give Mark a hint.
I'm like completely fucking lost on this. I think I got nothing at all.
Let me know when you send it, Ben, my board ghost.
Okay, comedic, teens, associated with Disney, so definitively not children.
Yeah, I figured that was the case.
Yeah, like so.
I like that's sure.
Am I from the 90s? Board Ghost?
Fact check. Hello.
Am I from the 90s?
Not from the 90s.
Not from the 90s.
Earlier than the 90s. Okay.
All right. You would say I'm a fairy tale character. You would say I am a titular fairy tale. Am I Little Red Riding Hood?
You are not. Good guess.
Ah!
And you did say that style of story. To be fair.
Right.
You specified like style.
Oh, that's right. I asked the fairy tale question. You said no.
Yes. They're not from a fairy tale. It's
Okay, I have another hint then, or another guess, but I'll let you go.
Okay. 80s or earlier.
80s or earlier.
Animated. 2D.
2D.
Animal.
Oh, I actually think I might know what it is.
Singular movie. I don't doubt it. I think you're probably locked in.
So I also just looked. We had a chatter say that technically Mark's character is not originally from a movie.
Really?
There was a novel from 6 years prior that featured the character from which the movie was based on.
I did not know that.
That's me finding out too. Thank you to who said that.
So I guess they are from a book, but I would say, I think it is fair to say that most notably they are from a movie.
Yeah, Tyler on TikTok. Thanks for the deep cut on that one.
Do you want? Because I think I might.
All right.
No.
If you don't mind, you can give me a hint to see if you can narrow it down.
We'll see, because I think you might have experience with this character.
You think I might have experience with
No,
my
this
character?
this one right here.
You think I have experience?
I think you might know about them.
Okay.
The way you're saying that makes me think I'm probably wrong then.
I'm confused. Maybe.
I will give you a hint if you want to give me a hint.
Okay. All right. That sounds fair.
So, the hint I will give you is the question you asked, is this character animated?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you specifically asked, is this character animated, is throwing you off.
Okay. Gotcha. So there might be other characters who are not animated in this movie.
I will never confirm.
This might be
or
a
deny.
Space Jam kind of thing. I haven't seen Space Jam though. I don't know the characters in fucking Space Jam.
They're the titular character.
They're the titular character. Oh, they're Jimmy Jam.
They're Jimmy Jam. Yes,
Jam.
he's getting it. He's getting it. They see through the Matrix. He's understanding.
Okay, Corey, the hint that I'll give you is there are two titular characters.
Okay.
All right. That being said, it is my turn to give a guess. Animated's throwing me off. There are non-animated people in mine. I'm 2D animated. The other people might not be. From the 80s, so it's not Garfield. I really wish it was Garfield, but it's not Garfield.
That would really help.
It would really help if it was Garfield.
It would really help.
Heathcliff was never made into a movie. Let's see.
Look, I'll give it to you that it's not Heathcliff, but I'm sure there is a Heathcliff movie. There's
No way.
gotta
Board Ghost,
be.
fact check that right now.
There's gotta be.
I'm going to the theaters this instant. I'm leaving stream to go to theaters.
Turn it all off. We're gonna go see Heathcliff.
Rated G, 1989, Heathcliff, the movie!
Oh, chat, that's it. We're done. Goodbye. I'm gonna go see the Heathcliff movie now. Goodbye.
No! Mark, no!
All right. Pink Panther.
It is not Pink Panther.
Fuck, dude, are you kidding me?
I'm so sorry.
Animated mammal from the 80s titular character? Oh my god, comedic, not for kids? Oh no! You're joking! down my king. I concede. Corey, what's your guess?
Oh my god, it's not from a fairy tale? It's not from a fairy tale?
It's not from a fairy tale. It's not Jack and Jill.
Oh my god.
You still haven't guessed the medium. So, like, if you're guessing fairy tales, those would be from books. I told you it's not from a book.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess I don't know what the medium is. I don't know what other mediums there would be.
Mark crash out.
That was an insane Mark crash out.
I was so confident. I'm like, it clicked. I was so lost and it clicked.
I think you're gonna be upset when you see what this is.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's really hard, actually, to be fair.
Oh, mine's a difficult one, too.
Yeah, I stepped up my game.
There's a part of it that makes it difficult.
Okay.
Oh my god, I don't know what medium. The problem is I don't know what medium this is, and that's really, I don't know what else to guess. If you said pre-1950s and it's not
100% pre-1950s.
that makes me confident that's way before then, right? And I don't know, they didn't have shit back then. They didn't have electricity. They barely had fire, all right? Let alone books, TVs, and movies. What else did they have back then? It can't be video games.
What else did they have?
What else did they have back then?
What else did they have back then?
Besides books, TVs, and movies.
Are they from a theatrical performance?
They are.
Bingo!
They are.
I think I might know.
All right, well.
No, actually, I don't. There's one clue that's still throwing me off.
Let's see. I can't be Yogi Bear because that's from a TV show. Not Space Jam, because that's probably Disney. Something similar. Am I a rabbit?
Yes.
Okay. That doesn't necessarily help me. I know there's rabbits I don't know. There's a detective rabbit that I don't know who the name of it is.
Okay, all right. They're from a theatrical performance. Corey, you were a theater kid. You took drama for years. You have watched many musicals and many plays. This is the Is it Juliet?
It's Juliet.
Yeah!
I don't know what this is.
Do you know Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No, Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
I have never seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I mixed up in my head with Space Jam. Yeah, I don't think I ever would have gotten this. Because I said there's a detective rabbit who I don't know who it is. I was probably thinking of this.
Holy shit.
So someone's like, yes, Mark, yes!
Yeah. So even knowing it was a rabbit, I don't think because my next guess would have been Reader Rabbit. Yeah. So, wow. Good job. You got there. You got there.
Dude, we have to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's a fantastic film.
Yeah,
That's so good.
That was one of the films I never saw as a kid.
Oh my god. I can't believe I'm actually a little embarrassed it took me that long to get Juliet from Romeo and Juliet.
I have also not seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Wow, okay.
All right, we have to have a movie night, the three of us, at some point. That's one of my favorites growing up as a kid.
Is Jessica Rabbit in that one?
No, that's the other really sexy cartoon character that looks kind of like Jessica Rabbit.
No, Jessica Rabbit's in that one, because the whole bit is she's not a rabbit.
Oh, wait, you're right.
The whole bit is she's not a rabbit.
You're right. That's the one, Jessica Rabbit. Every clip you've ever seen of Jessica Rabbit's probably from that movie.
Admittedly, I thought it was from Space Jam, Jessica Rabbit.
That's Little Bunny. That's Little Bunny, which is a rabbit.
Okay, all right.
As Chad pointed out as well, there would be no debate of it being Disney if it was a Looney Tunes property.
Gotcha. Okay.
Jessica Rabbit is Roger's wife. That's right. I forgot. That's an important plot point.
Low-key attracts marks. I haven't seen it. Yeah, maybe eventually I could have gotten there because I recognized the name Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I didn't consider like Roger Rabbit the character.
The big reason why there's this big hang-up on Disney, if you don't know this, you might not know this about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, is because Who Framed Roger Rabbit is, I think, one of the first and only animated movies that have ever bridged the gap between Disney's animation and Warner Brothers, and they collaborated together on the same movie. And now Who Framed Roger Rabbit, as Doc points out, has rides in Disneyland.
Oh, okay. I guess Doc would know about that.
And Disney and Mickey Mouse and other characters also appear in the movie when they arrive in Toontown.
Yes,
So,
that's what I was implying.
Anita is saying, Mark, can we agree that Romeo and Juliet is a book? Yes, which is why I was saying, like, well, you know, it would be kind of misleading, but they're not from a book.
Right. They're from the theater play.
Yeah, they're from a theatrical play. And the reason I was so iffy about that is I know 100% that your first experience of Romeo and Juliet would most likely be in a book.
Yes.
It would be heavily associated, but I can't say they're from a
My actual first experience with Romeo and Juliet was the gangster Leonardo DiCaprio parody movie that they played for us.
That was
You're right, it isn't a parody. It is word for word exactly Romeo and Juliet, except they're gangsters in like modern day Chicago or something.
I believe it's technically a reimagining.
I liked that movie.
It's a good movie, unironically.
Well, we've been live for over 30 hours now. Thank you all so much. That's all we're gonna have for you for today. It was fun. You got to see the new setup. You got to see Wavelength, code names, headbands. It was an exciting stream. If you had fun, feel free to give us a follow to catch more content in the future. Exciting things coming now that we have this top-down camera. Woo! Anything is possible now. Wow, full Corey close-up. What do we think?
I will be. I will be back tomorrow.
Oh,
Not you.
catch Corey tomorrow live. That is 12 noon New York time, Eastern Standard Time, or 5 p.m. London. Corey's going live for 12 hours straight.
12 hours here on TikTok Board Gamers, and on my personal YouTube and Twitch for Horizontal being Blimby is Late.
Very nice. You'll see new characters, new games. It's very exciting.
New characters, new board gamers unlocked. Oh my god. Woo! Now, unless you're one of the like 200 people that have seen our YouTube shorts, one of them is not necessarily new. But if you have not seen any of our YouTube shorts,
Chad, do we remember Brian? We remember
I
Brian,
don't think I
chat.
said his name once in any of those.
Can we get some Brians in chat?
My teacher friend.
Alrighty. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Goodbye.
I have to do this now. Oh boy, this is exciting. Oh my